I, as you know, am your host, Mr. Eldane Puzzles Esquire. We are now embarking on an odyssey of discussion about an actor who keeps the world asking, Nicolas Cage, good or bad? You may have preconceived ideas on this matter, but I promise you, the question has no answer. Our goal this month is to watch 2 Nicolas Cage films. No marathons here. We're spacing out our viewings. You're welcome to join us, but please, be careful.
That seems a little risque for what's supposed to be a kid's movie.
All right, Dalton, you know I love you, buddy, right?
Yes, I do. I love you too, man.
All right. Last episode without Jeff, I'll be real, it kind of sucked.
Yeah, it was weird.
I'm not saying it was all you, but we got to get him back. So, I know his testicles exploded. I dug them up. I got a burlap sack here with a couple of coconuts on there. I don't think he'll notice the difference. So, I'm gonna get that sewed in. Okay. So, now you got the copy of the Necronomicon that I sent you, right?
I do.
All right. So, there is an incantation that we can do. It's on page 420, verse 69. So, we got to read this in turn. Has to be done by 2 people who simultaneously love and loathe him, or otherwise it won't work. So, get that love and the hatred in your heart. Okay, you ready? Isn't it? All right, did it work? Did it work? His balls are twitching.
Howard the Duck. No way to conceal it.
Oh, Zombie Jeff, it's good to have you back, man.
Man, you guys done fucked up last episode. In this week's episode of Ghostly Jeff Found an Error, your truncated silence was aggressive.
All right, in my defense, I was on a laptop in a hotel room, and I was all out of thoughts.
What kind of porn were you watching?
All right, there's a fun story involving trolls, but we'll get to that later.
So, quickly, I have to say that we just did the podcast equivalent of the ending of the song Mad Professor by the Insane Clown Posse. So, it's like he's doing this whole thing, or he's trying to create a friend for him, and at the end, there's like, did it work? And he goes, Shaggy? And Shaggy comes in, what up, y'all? And it's like, yeah, it worked. In my head, I just pictured Jeff. All of a sudden, I look at him. He's got clown paint. He's just like, what up, y'all?
Clearly, I am Brandon Lee from The Crow. Minus the gunshot.
Minus the gunshot. So you're Sting?
Yes.
Yes.
I'd say the gunshots did sting.
At least
I'll tell you what did sting. My testicles exploding.
Yeah, man, I bet. Listen, that's why you never microwave them to try to get a little cancer.
What are these Harry Brown heart things that you replace them with?
Coconuts, man. I know it's a little bit of a downgrade for you, but it's the best I can come up with in a pinch.
Really? You guys know I hate coconuts.
I suggested melons so there would be slight squish, but I was
damn
down.
It, man, I hate coconuts.
And the fucking Eagles, man.
So I know that you were dead at the time, but we did decide that we're going to talk about an Eagles album this week.
Yeah, the Eagles' greatest
man,
hits,
come on. I had a rough week, and I hate the fucking Eagles, man.
Get out of my cab now.
Get the fuck out of my cab.
Man, we got to do that. What a good movie.
Yes, we should. It's on my list.
Dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, it's on my list, too. My list is dumb long. Like, when I started looking at it, and I was like, because I just sat there one night and was like, all right, what are movies that I would want to show these guys, or I think that we would all enjoy and talk about? And what's movies?
And clearly, the first one you came up with was Hypercube.
Yeah, I wanted to get that one out of the way because that was that's my one like guilty pleasure. You know, some people have guilty pleasure bands. That's a guilty pleasure movie for me. I promise you, when you hear my next pick, whenever that comes up, just the cast alone, you will have more faith.
We are now watching Queen of the Damned.
No, I won't do that to you yet.
God
we
damn
will
it.
do that one day because I want to talk about the soundtrack. But I would like to pair that with Interview with the Vampire.
As long as it's the movie.
Yeah, the movie. I don't know anything about the show,
Well,
but I'm talking about the movie.
well, just so many things about from what I see that it looks like they've done with the show. I'm like that's.
I know the Louis thing was weird.
Yeah, because when I saw the cast of Black Louis, you remember my initial reaction, but he owned slaves.
Yeah, you were like, but he was a slave owner in the book. Like that. So yeah, there's been a few things that they've changed in this, but no, I'm talking strictly films. I mainly want to do that episode on Queen of the Damned so I can bitch to you boys about how the entirety of the second book is crammed into like a 10 to 15 minute segment in the Queen of the Damned movie.
The Queen of the Damned upset me because I have a hard time picturing anybody but Tom Cruise as Lestat.
And see, I'm the opposite because I saw Queen of the Damned first. So when I go back and watch the vampire or Interview with the Vampire, I'm like, man, Lestat looks weird when it's not Stuart Townsend.
The guy from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and the original Aragorn.
What? Oh,
That
he
is
was
true.
the original Aragorn. That's right.
And then he got fired because he just did not want to be there. So they ended up hiring Viggo Mortensen.
I can't imagine Aragorn not being Viggo Mortensen though,
Right.
because that was such a pitch perfect casting.
That makes me think of that episode of Family Guy where they go back in time, and they're in the first episode, and Meg is got her voice from the pilot, which was different, and Brian goes, "Well, Meg sounds different," and Stewie goes, "Yeah, she sounds like someone who's about to give up a huge opportunity." And I gotta feel that Stuart Townsend sometimes has nightmares about, God damn it, I could have been Aragorn in the fucking Lord of the Rings. The Lord
Well,
of the
it's
fucking
also
Rings.
thinking that Gandalf could have been Sean Connery. I think I heard he gave up like $450 million. And I think the reason is just like
shall not pass.
I think the first one is he didn't understand the script, and the second one is just like, what the hell am I supposed to do with $450 million?
A lot, Sean.
He was only going to live for about 20 years. He wasn't going to spend a fraction of it, especially the fact that he was already Bond for a decade.
Oh, yes. Bilbo Baggins. That would have been such a different movie. Legolas.
Well, I think, wasn't he also supposed to be Morpheus in Matrix?
I hadn't heard that one, but I'll kind of like, as much as I love Larry Fishburne, I kind of want to live in that alternate universe for a
Old
week.
Larry Fish.
Would you like the red pill or the blue pill?
Well, I know Will Smith was supposed to be Neo, and he gave that up, so he ended up doing Wild Wild West. Whoops.
I watched a recent episode of Star Talk that had Larry Fishburne on there. I think I might have sent the clip to you guys, but it was really funny when Neil deGrasse Tyson goes, "I think I can do that voice," and he goes, "I am Morpheus," and then Larry Fishburne goes, "No, I am Morpheus," and it was just like, "Oh, yep, can't compete with that."
At one point, he goes, "Man, you're really good at doing it." Wait, you were Morpheus. Okay, never mind.
Man, you do a really good Morpheus. Oh, you were Morpheus. Okay.
Yeah, Larry Fishburne's the man, dude. Like,
I mean, he's the Rat King.
he can play a no-nonsense badass really well, and he's just got a commanding voice for it too. Like,
And
I'm
he can
still
also
pissed
just,
they didn't get him and Hugo Weaving back for the fourth Matrix.
But let's not forget, he looked straight into the camera without breaking into laughter. He says, "We're leaving. In Event Horizon."
we're leaving. Good shit. Up the Larry Fishburne.
He was also Cowboy Curtis.
We will never forget he was Cowboy Curtis.
And we will never let him forget he was Cowboy Curtis.
Also, we must also remember that at one point he was Larry Fishburne and not Lawrence.
Before he was a serious actor.
Even though I think the first time you see his name credited, I think he was Apocalypse Now or one of those Vietnam movies.
Yeah, he was in that.
Yeah. That was his first movie, I believe, was Apocalypse Now.
Because wasn't he underage to be acting?
Yes. He told that story in that Star Talk.
I'm sure it's not that as bad as Brooke Shields in, was it Blue Lagoon? Supposed to do a sex scene and she was only 14.
You know,
Is it Brooke Shields?
Yeah, Brooke Shields.
Was it Brooke Shields that you can get the Playboy issue and it's got her in there and she's like 12? It's fucking weird, but there's a Playboy. I think it's Brooke Shields. I think because she was the one who did all the stuff really young. There is an issue of Playboy. Now, granted, the way Playboy did it, it was all, and I put very, very big quotations on this, tastefully done, because Playboy was always artsy, but still, the fact, it was real weird, and it's still real weird, and I think that's a Playboy I wouldn't want to own, even if it was worth a lot of money. It's like, nah, I'm good.
The thing, just before I lose the thought, because this was a fun, make my mother feel very awkward moment. She watched Blue Lagoon when I was a kid and was banking on me not realizing what was going on. And during said sex scene, there's a zoom in on Brooke Shields' face. And young Dane had a moment where I went, I want to make my mother feel really awkward right now. I said, Mom, I got a question. And you could hear her asshole slam shut. What? So they're alone on this island, right? Yeah, they are. No one else is around. She's thinking, oh God. Yes, that's right. Where'd she get eyeshadow? And then I got up and left and went and played Nintendo.
As you should. Because no one should watch that movie.
I don't even know if
obviously, when you're a kid, it's just like, oh boy, look at this. Now, as an adult, you're going, oh boy, don't look at
this.
Don't look at this. Don't close your eyes. Don't watch this.
Me and my dad were having this conversation earlier where he was saying that, like, when I was younger, that I was really into slasher flicks and things like that. And I'm like, I think you just saw me watching Hostel once or twice, and you were like, my dad was he's not into gore, right? I was telling him, I'm like, I appreciate more slasher flicks these days, like Halloween, Friday the 13th, you know, that style of like classic slasher where there's a killer and that kind of thing. I said, you know, but like Hostel doesn't really do it for me anymore. And it's one of those, like, I wonder why it got made. And I'm going to have to start putting Blue Lagoon. I've never seen Blue Lagoon, but if there is a sex scene with a child and it's not a horrific scene in the movie, or is it supposed to be a horrific scene?
I think it's, well, I don't know.
Well,
I do know that eventually you're supposed to have kids.
They're siblings, lost alone on an island, and they grow up.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. So it's a fucked up movie then. It's not.
Of course it is.
Okay. Well, dude, because sometimes there's just some weird shit in some movies that you're like, what the fuck? So, like,
it's not like a Serbian film, okay?
Saying they have a nude sex scene with a 14-year-old actress. You think right there, like, yep, I don't need to see that.
Yeah, it's just,
but if anything, that made you a little more interested. And I have questions.
Yeah, it's like, is there a version with that scene we can just skip past, like the TV version, where we can just skip past that scene and get all the context?
I don't think that movie has ever came out on TV.
Fair, you know what? Fair.
You would probably still get a zoom in on her eyeshadow, though.
Well, we can gloss over that. It'll be one of life's greatest mysteries.
It would be
it's funny. So, my parents were weird when it comes to like stuff like that. So, like the famous scene in Titanic with Kate Winslet. Jeff, cover your eyes. Now we're watching the D-Day. It's Saving Private Ryan. Look at this. This is history. It's just like, okay, so I can't watch boobs, but I can watch a bunch of people getting obliterated because history. All right.
Speaking of boobs and movies, last night at my Christmas party for work, or my Christmas dinner thing we did at Chili's, I got a laugh out of my coworker Jen, like a big laugh, right? So someone mentioned they were talking about they went to the Titanic Museum. My friend Matt's kids were talking about they went to the Titanic Museum, was checking all that out. So we were talking about the thing where you can dip your hand in and feel how cold the water was and all of that. And I just said, I loved that movie when I was growing up, specifically the beginning of the second VHS tape. And the laugh that came out of Jen, she about fell out of her fucking chair. And for like a slight moment, her husband shot me a look, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to go back to eating my food. I was like, she was laughing real hard. Not that there was anything to it or anything like that. That's not what I mean. But it was like, he looked at me like, don't make my wife piss her pants now, because then I'm going to have to go buy her a new pair of pants. We're right next to Walmart. What does that look like? And I'm like, fair enough. That's my one joke.
Hey, man,
for the night.
That's all you need. You just need one laugh for you to be like, yes, successful night.
Yeah, that's all I needed. I just need a good landing joke. Yeah, can make my whole night. After that, I'm just good for eating my food.
You're T-Bone Costanza. I'm out.
Exactly. I'm out. When the jerk store called, they're running out of you.
He's a shitty person, right? George Costanza.
They all are.
I know, but he's like he's the most egregious. Probably, I would not want to know this person in real life.
I would say him and Jerry in that show are the worst. Kramer.
I say it's George and Elaine.
Elaine's pretty bad too. I feel like Kramer's just really eccentric.
Yeah, he's just racist.
He's just really eccentric and kind of a just the old. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Well, look, if he had two black stepbrothers, he'd have had the pass. We established that. Or not stepbrothers, foster brothers, adopted brothers,
God.
Whatever the hell.
It was an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where what was it? I always forget. What was it called? The initiative the government put in to help African Americans get jobs. There's a name for it.
Affirmative action.
Affirmative action. So there's a scene where Larry David is jogging with one of his black friends, and they're talking, one of his friends. I mean, and there's like talking, and this black guy comes jogging by. Well, his friend stops and starts talking to him, and Larry David's like, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you," and he says his name is Doctor something, and he goes, "Doctor? Oh man, affirmative action really worked out for you, huh?" Just as a joke, and no one laughs, and Larry David's like, "Oh no, I that was supposed to be a joke," and then he spends the rest of the episode trying to prove that he's not racist because he was just trying to make a joke, and keeps making himself look more and more. Dude, it's a funny fucking episode of Curb.
Even though I feel like they've already did that in a different show, and I'm trying to remember what show that would have been. Probably Seinfeld.
I was saying it might have been Seinfeld, since Curb was, Larry David.
Larry David.
The interview with Jason Alexander, where he said that if you watch Seinfeld in the beginning, he was doing what's the guy with the glasses? The actor
Newman?
No, Woody Allen. He was doing his best Woody Allen impression. And then he got a script for something that happened to George, and George's reaction, Jason goes, "No one in their right mind would ever react like this." So he went to Larry David and was like, "Larry, we got to talk, man." He goes, this scene that George is in, I just don't think anybody would react like this if they were a sane human being. And Larry goes, "What do you mean? That happened to me? It's exactly how I reacted to it." So Jason said from then on, he played his George Costanza was just Larry David. So it's just, man, I love that show. I really do. I know it doesn't click with everybody, but it clicked with me. I love Seinfeld.
Secret time, I've never watched a single episode of Seinfeld.
No.
I'm split nowadays.
I think that you would like it, but not every episode. Not every episode's a banger.
If you want to focus on the really good episodes, just focus on the one with Patrick Warburton as Putty.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, anything that has Patrick Warburton in it automatically gets a, several notches up.
Gotta paint my face. Well, face painter. Go Devils. High five.
Yeah. This is Putty. Yeah, is David Putty there? This is Putty. Yeah, this is Kramer. I know.
It's
always you got to get the face right. It's just like,
yeah, you got to narrow your eyes. What's up with you, babe?
Almost French Stewart like.
Oh my God.
Oh, French Stewart.
Hey, he was great in Third Rock.
Oh, I'm doing Jimmy
Yeah.
Fallon doing French Stewart.
You know, he actually
Man,
had
Third
a
Rock from the
cameo.
Sun. That is.
French Stewart had a cameo on Community where he was playing a French Stewart impersonator.
Well, we must never also forget that he also was Inspector Gadget. Post Matthew Broderick.
Go Gadget, eyes opening.
No, I don't think his eyes still didn't open. It must have been a malfunction.
That Eminem song. Da, 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 go gadget dick.
Let's not forget that Matthew Broderick killed a guy in Ireland.
And fucked the hooker, didn't he?
Wait, what?
Never mind. I'm thinking of Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant fucked the hooker. Never mind. I'm thinking of a different 90s heartthrob.
Broderick was considered a heartthrob?
I mean,
Matthew
have you ever
Broderick?
seen him in Godzilla? That's a lot of fish.
That is a lot of fish. Last night at the party, they had pins because on our work lapel things that we have, we're allowed to put pins on them.
Okay, we get it. You were employee of the month. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Not that. Not a pin for that. No, this was a. So she holds out her hand and she goes, "Feel free to pick." So I see a rose, I see like some other stuff, and then I see this one. That's an arm, and at the end of the arm is a hand.
Or my coconut balls.
It's a hand, and across the arm it says, "Take my strong hand." And I was like, "Oh, I want that one. Thank you very much." So I will be adding that to my lapel with pride.
I'm sorry, but when you said she held out her hand, and first thing I immediately thought of is just like let me just gonna rest these here. Thank you.
See, when you said you saw a pin of a hand, I thought it was going to end up being a hand holding an apple.
That would be a pin 15, sir.
Go back to Godzilla quickly. So I watched that movie a couple days ago. Still not a good movie, but
I was
it's a
about to
good
say
movie.
that does it hold up?
No.
I remember it being. I remember
it's
it being
not a good
entertaining.
movie, but it's a good movie.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, man, I remember the cartoon, the 2000s cartoon that was based on that. That animation is terrible, but design of Godzilla is still my favorite design.
I had a toy of Godzilla that was that look of it, and yeah, I really do enjoy that. I mean, I love the classic Godzilla look too, but the sleek Godzilla was really.
I had a
cool.
virtual
And
pet
I just
for that.
Hell yeah!
I just love the fact it's like that's the Godzilla in the cartoon. It's Matthew Broderick. Well, it's not Matthew Broderick. It's voiced by someone else, but it's that character's. Basically, it's like his pet cat that fights other monsters.
And knocks his coffee cup off the table.
Exactly, a big ass cup of coffee, but a cup of coffee nonetheless. I miss this. You have no idea what was the afterlife was like.
I remember. I missed being alive.
I mean, literally, my afterlife was just being trapped in some sort of infinite cube.
So you did go downstairs.
I did go downstairs, and it just took me to the exact same room.
No, I meant hell.
I think Hypercube was my own personal hell.
And the walls were just projecting episodes of South Park every which direction.
And then the ugliest looking CGI. I don't even remember what the hell, the Tesseract. Ugh. My goodness.
Well, we pulled you out of the hypercube to get the information out of you. We regret to inform you that at the end of this episode, we will be shooting you in the head to finish it off like hypercube truly.
Well, somehow I think you're going to do a terrible job on that. You don't seem as effective.
Upside this time, you might get a zero gravity fuck scene.
Damn it.
Fast forward.
Well, maybe next week. Maybe next episode.
Well,
Transdimensional fuck session.
it's better than a baldy little sex spiral. If you don't pull out and pull up at the right time. Did you know that?
Toast. No.
When bald eagles bang, they go super, super high altitude, and then it's just a sex spiral as they deadfall,
Oh, they free fall?
trying to bang it out before they hit the ground.
But they recover. Whereas a bee, they fuck mid-flight, and then the male dies.
No, that's when they
Penis
sting you, man.
explodes.
No, that I for some reason this showed up on it was probably a GIF or YouTube, whatever. But it's just like it was like one of those 10-second things. Like watch as the bee mates with the queen, and then it ejaculates and immediately dies.
Yeah, when it
And this is all
ejaculates,
happening.
it explodes its penis.
And then it just falls to the ground because they have sex in mid-flight.
That's like praying mantis. They fuck while getting their head eaten.
Yes.
Well, that's taking autoerotic asphyxiation a little bit too far.
Too far.
Hey, some people might find that don't kink shame.
Scarfing.
If there's one thing that we do on this show is no, we kink shame.
Oh yeah, we kink shame all of the fucking furries. So Jeff,
Hey. There's a difference between finding a fox attractive and like, man, I want to fuck that fox.
Clip that. What time are we at? 30 minutes. Clip that shit. I need that clip for the soundboard for the Discord.
There's your Stainer, and there's your forever.
38. That's my new ringtone.
You'll just play that at random, like play that for your wife, and you just be like, "The fuck are you listening to?" Or who the hell?
She got a kick out of Ghost Jeff last week. Well, anyway, as I was saying,
boys.
Since you were dead last week, do you want to share your thoughts about Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance? Go ahead and get that
yes.
out of the way.
So, my overall thoughts: it's not a good movie, but it's a good movie. Also, I maintain. I've told Dalton and Dane this. I think I told Dalton this, but I maintain that Nic Cage was not played by Nic Cage because he's not real in the entire movie. I think he was played by Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis put on his mocap suit, and he played Nic Cage.
And why, just because of how animated he was?
Correct.
I don't know, man. Did you watch one? Do you remember the opening scene for the Family Man movie? Like when he's walking around, jumping and dancing, singing opera. Like he's pretty wacky, dude. I don't know.
I understand he's a wacky dude, but I am saying that Nic Cage was played by Andy Serkis, because we all know Andy Serkis is a man of many talents.
So you're telling me,
I think he is capable of playing Nic Cage.
that he was a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Exactly. That is that man deserves an Oscar. Has Andy Serkis gotten an Oscar yet?
I don't know.
I'm going to look this up. Mr. Serkis.
What do you mean,
need
you people? Man, what do you mean, you people?
You know, as racially insensitive a podcast as this is, we're going to have to do Tropic Thunder at some point.
That movie's so fucking funny. So I find myself on, and this is the self-proclaimed, they call it this, on Black Twitter every now and then. And they accept Robert Downey Jr. in that film because of what the undertones of the character actually was. They're like, nah, Robert Downey Jr. is a brother. And I love it.
Well, hating on him for doing blackface in that movie is like hating on, I can't remember his fucking real name, the dude that plays Chang in that episode of Community we covered for doing blackface. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's like it's different than the offensive blackface, which does still exist, and you do still see it from time to time. But being a dark elf is not one of those, and
whatever the fuck Downey Jr. was doing and
having an acting crisis, going in and playing that, like, yeah.
Andy Serkis has never won an Oscar.
Really? I figured for Gollum at least.
Nope.
Wow.
So that just goes to show you the Oscars are rigged. They're rigged against the British.
Well, fuck them.
Yeah, real quick, Jeff, Google how many British actors have won Oscars over the years and see that you might want to reword that a little bit.
No, I maintain what I said.
Reject your reality, substitute his own.
So in next week's next episode, we keep saying next week. This is a bi-weekly podcast. So in 2 weeks, we're going to get a bunch of people that are going to say, there have been a lot of British actors that have won Oscars. Guess what? I don't care.
They're not Andy Serkis.
Good for them. But none of them are Andy Serkis. Exactly.
You know, if it makes you feel better, every time I go to type in a description for Steam Machine, I put this week, and then I back it up, and I put this episode. Because, I mean, I guess either way it works, but yeah.
Well, you did weekly for a while.
Yeah, I don't know how we did weekly for a while, going back and thinking about it, but yeah, we did.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
One that I'm not very fond of.
Alcohol's a hell of a drug.
One that I'm not very fond of.
It's one I'm fond of, but I'm still at Sober Valley Lodge.
We all know you're not fond of pot.
Nah, not at all.
We all know that you're a sober fella.
I'm a black tar heroin man. Right in the
Gets it
veins.
from the dark jungles of Cambodia.
And I purify it in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Well, speaking of black tar heroin, welcome to Dane and Jeff's Media Dump. I'm your host, Mr. L. Dane Puzzles Esquire, Mr. Puzzles short, Dane for shorter. With me today, freshly resurrected from the dead, his nuts clink when he jumps, Grumpy Jeff. How's it going, man?
Yeah. I'm back. Bitches. You know who you are. All of you.
Before you introduce me, his balls clink when he jumps. Was it Agent Cody Banks where the bad guy got his nuts hurt and he got him replaced with those things from a desk? So every time he would walk, his nuts would go.
That seems a little risque for what's supposed to be a kid's movie.
It might have not been Agent Cody Banks, but I remember it was a movie that I went and saw in theaters with my grandma. Where the bad guy ended up when he would walk, his nuts would literally clink when he walked.
Were they given to them by Frankie Muniz? Malcolm himself?
I don't remember.
Damn it, man! Then why the hell would you bring up such a story?
Because
if you didn't give us all the details.
Well, here,
if there's one
Dane
thing that this
his
podcast
intro,
is all about, we're about details and our tangents.
While Dane finishes his intro, I will look it up and let you know.
Well, he's about to introduce yourself.
And you know him, you love him. He doesn't remember the name for a Newton's cradle, and he's totally not high right now. The Steam Machine, Dalton.
Hey.
Did you find it?
How you boys doing this week?
I'm alive.
For now.
No, y'all just
Those coconuts might explode.
It's telling me gold member, but that's not right.
His Vinky was a key all along.
It brings up Joe Dirt when the dog's nuts get frozen to the porch.
Well, that's certainly not right. But actually, that's another celebrity crush I had as a kid. Brittany Daniel.
I was going to be like, the dog? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah.
We all remember Brandy.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't find it. I'll have to...
Fuck, what is her name? It's something Presley. I know she was Jamie Presley. Wouldn't she in that movie too as the
I'm your sister.
Yeah.
I'm your sister. I'm your sister.
You're my sister.
She forever to me has been white trash hot.
Exactly.
My Name is Earl. Her character in My Name is Earl, dude, she's just white trash hot. She really is. Jamie Presley can get it, son.
I'm not going to tell you how long I thought that's who was in the Barbie movie.
Wasn't she also in Sin City?
Yeah, I can see that. They do look a lot alike. Yeah.
Margot,
God damn.
She looks like white trash Margot Robbie.
Oh, I'm thinking.
Fuck, she does.
I think they missed a casting opportunity by not having her in the Barbie movie.
I still haven't seen it.
It's better than it has any right to be.
That's what everyone says, and I still don't care. Even though I do like Margot Robbie. Even though I've never seen any of her movies that she plays Harley Quinn. The only movie I've seen her in is Wolf of Wall Street.
I think the Barbie movie might be the only one I've seen of hers. because I didn't watch Suicide Squad. I didn't watch Birds of Prey. In fact, I don't think I've watched any of the fucking DC stuff since the Dark Knight trilogy.
I'm popping real quick. I found the movie.
All right.
Directed by John Whitesell, starring David Arquette, Michael Clark Duncan, Leslie Bibb, Joe Vitarelli, Anthony Anderson, and Steve Sharippa, and Paul Sorvino. It was a movie called See Spot Run.
Paul Sorvino. Paulie himself from Goodfellas?
Paulie himself. And it's the bad guy in that movie in See Spot Run because it's about a dog, the big Mastiff dog. And it's him and David Arquette, I believe. But the bad guy in that movie ends up getting his nuts replaced, and when he walks, it click, 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 click. Fun fact, I also learned in Balls of Fury, the main character had his testicles replaced with ping pong balls. So there's that.
Wow. That is some riveting information.
Jeff, I did it just for you, man. Now that you're back here on the living planet, I figured you needed some new facts to take you through this life.
Well, tell me, Jeff. I know you were dead for the last couple weeks, but had you been alive, what would you have been up to, man?
I would have just been sitting on the couch, staring at the wall in front of me. Very David Putty-like.
Yeah.
No. Let's see. So we had a company Christmas party recently. Went to a Brazilian steakhouse, and the place is amazing. You guys have been to a Brazilian steakhouse, right? Or you know the concept of them?
I still haven't got to go to one, but the way you have talked about them, I'm going to have to eventually.
Well, you need to, but for those that don't, you sit at a table. You're given a card with a red and green side, and if waiters come around with just like a, "Hello, sir, would you like to try a piece of top sirloin, or would you like some beer cooked fried chicken drumsticks or a pork chop?" It's just like, just keep piling it on. It is wonderful, gentlemen. Wonderful. What else? I think we were supposed to record on my birthday, but obviously I was dead, so there's that.
Very unfortunate timing. But hey, now you're younger than me, so you missed your birthday.
I did, in your honor, listen to the Death Clock song, Birthday, Death Day, for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Always liked Mermaider better.
Let's see. I'm dabbling again back into Skyrim just because, Skyrim's just one of my comfort games.
Do you have the anniversary edition?
Of course, the anniversary edition. I don't play my PS4 anymore.
Oh, so PS5? Gotcha.
I play strictly PS5, and I have gotten the upgraded version, and it is exactly the same. Still a broken hot mess.
Yes. I've been meaning to reinstall it though, because I want to check out some of the stuff that I haven't in the anniversary edition, like the farm that you can find and grow stuff on. I want to get more into fishing in the game.
Fishing's very basic. Wait, that farm is I thought it was a mod I found, because I have that farm. It's just like, oh, interesting.
Oh yeah, that's part of the anniversary edition. They added that in.
Neat. So yeah, I have that. I'm trying to think what else I've been doing. Not a whole lot, gentlemen. You'd be surprised. You can't get a lot of stuff done when you're dead.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Vampires that fair to differ.
How about you? What's been going on with you?
Who are you passing it to? Me or Dalton? I say Dalton.
I said Dalton.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear my name. I thought...
Open your ears. Watch out. Now, people are going to be like, Jeff, he didn't call anyone. It's like, yeah, fuck you guys.
Well, fuck. I thought his name. Damn it. You should be listening to my thoughts.
Dalton.
Listen to what I mean, not what I say.
What have you been up to?
Like I mentioned, I went to my work Christmas dinner last night, and that was a good time. Got some gifts, some booze in a bowl and things like that. One thing I'm really excited to dive into that my brother sent me. So I don't know if I've told you boys yet, but I'm going to get a new smoker here soon. Going American made, Lone Star grills, things like 445 pounds of pure steel.
I think you might have mentioned that in the last episode of Steam Machine.
Yes. Yeah.
Sounds very exciting.
I'm hyped
I
up
would
about
love
that.
to be able to get a smoker, but fuck my association.
One day, man. Just one day. That's what should be your goal. Get you a place where you can have a nice little grilling area.
Well, it'd be nice to have my own place and no longer have to pay a monthly fee for its damn storage.
One day, man.
Because I'll tell you, gentlemen, it's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So my brother, when I was talking to him about upgrading to a new smoker, was like, well, there's going to be something in the mail for you. Merry Christmas. So it came, and I opened it early because I'm an adult and I can do things like that. It is this. This is the Franklin Barbecue Meat Smoking Manifesto.
Nice.
So Aaron Franklin, for those that don't know, is like he may be world renowned, but I know at least he's country renowned as like the Texas barbecue guy. His briskets are like people wait in line for hours to get brisket at his restaurant daily. And this is not just a recipe book. This is literally everything he knows about barbecue. So like the science stuff that he knows to literally how your smoker works, how the air flows through, like how to build an offset smoker from scratch if you want to build an offset smoker. Like there's a lot of cool shit in this book that I'm just fucking so stoked for checking out.
So you're saying we now have new reason to finally have a Steam Machine Productions barbecue.
Yeah, absolutely. And the smoker I'm getting the outdoor package on it, so it's gonna have like
Hell yeah, it's got a package.
like fucker off-road wheels, we all call them. Yeah. So like, you know, the normal wheels would be like your standard 5 to 8 inch this thick plastic wheels.
Those are some girthy wheels.
The ones I'm getting are like big black ones. And they're
the biggest, blackest, girthiest wheels.
They are for this. They're
it's my favorite Cards Against Humanity card.
Here, actually, for a visual for you guys. But
show us, give us that visual tires of the biggest, blackest, girthiest wheels.
Yeah, this right here.
Yeah, show us.
What in the fuck, Google? Google got a goddamn mind.
And this episode,
that's why you
Dalton's
don't preface
defeated by
your
Google.
search with biggest, blackest.
On this episode of Dan and Jeff's Media Dump, Dalton is defeated by Google.
I was. My fucking brother works for him. I'm going to put in a complaint. Okay, so in the recording chat, so it'll be that style, right? So it'll have those kinds of wheels on it.
Yeah.
So I could, in theory, load that up in a trailer.
Do they really have those chrome wheels on them?
Yes. So those are the wheels for being able to move it around because I don't have a lot of concrete in my yard. Like I have a small back porch and then I have a small driveway and I don't have anything else. The rest of it is literally sand because of where I'm at in Florida. We have like one side of our yard has grass. The rest of it is just sand. So trying to move something that's 445 pounds on wheels that aren't built to run through sand would be a fucking nightmare. So I'm going to get those. But the good thing about that is it'll make it easier to transport, meaning that if we ever do pick a location and we can all meet up somewhere for a long weekend or whatever for a meetup, I could, in theory, bring this fucker with me and we could have some good food.
What the hell? So I didn't realize Mick has a
kitty
cat that looks just like my Megira. Look at that kitty.
Yeah, that was the other night while we were recording. The kitty was sleeping next to him in the chair. It was adorable.
Well, I posted a picture in the pets channel, and it's just like, oh wow.
I was actually
It
showing
looks
my
just
mom.
like my kitty.
I was showing my mom your kitties the other day.
My kitties are very photogenic when they want to be.
Yeah, that's like Lilith, man. Anytime I tell Lilith, all right, I'm gonna take a picture of you, she just looks at me and smiles. You're such a sweet girl.
I try and take a picture of Rocky X like I want to hit him.
Don't take my soul.
You can see my little sleepy girl right there.
No. But other than me being hyped about this book and work stuff, I'm just playing through some Mortal Kombat at the moment, and I've been playing through some the Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. Really enjoying that. So I've been trying to look up some lore for both of those series. Been quite enjoying it. That's about what I've been up to. What you, Dane?
Oh, so been on a little bit of a Devil May Cry binge, as I'm sure you've noticed in the Backlog Golf channel.
I hardly noticed.
Oh yeah, well you were dead, but so I've managed to play through in about 20 hours total Devil May Cry 5 for the reboot, and I'm halfway through 3.
Damn, son.
I fucking love these games, and I have
Do
decided.
you have the top score right now? Who's winning golf?
At the moment, I'm in the lead with a minus 12.
And you and I are at -10, Dalton.
Yeah, and Nate is at minus 11, I believe.
Yeah. So I just barely edged out Nate at the moment. I figure he's probably got something he's going to not be knocking out soon.
Well, you're certainly known for edging.
Nah, I speedrun that shit.
5 and dime, son.
Rah! You don't get 16 in one day by taking your time. But other than that, I mentioned editing the last episode in a hotel room. We took an overnight trip last week over to Asheville to go troll hunting. Now, have y'all seen any of the pictures of these reclaimed wood troll art pieces that are apparently scattered around the globe at this point?
No.
I don't
I'm
think so.
intrigued, though. I like geocache stuff.
Well, it's not really a geocache, although there have been geocaches associated with this. Hold on a second. Let me pull up a picture for you.
I will say, while you're looking that up, when you said troll hunting, have either of you seen the movie Troll Hunter? Because I would love, that's another, it's not a good movie, but it's a good movie. I'd love to do that for the show sometime. It's great.
I have not.
It's in Norwegian with subtitles, but it's a fantastic movie. Funny. It is funny.
Is it now?
It is. I do think, Jeff, I do think you would get a chuckle out of it. Because it's not a bad movie like Hypercube is a bad movie. It's a B movie, but not a bad movie.
But not the B movie.
Not the
With
B
Jerry-
movie.
with Jerry Seinfeld.
Let's see if I can find this real
With a
quick.
woman who's attracted to a bee. Or something like that.
Yeah, it's...
So I just stuck it in the chat.
Yo, what? That is way fucking bigger than I thought it was going to be.
All right.
Holy
Whoa.
shit, dude.
This one was the first one we went and saw. It's hid in the industrial district in High Point, off the road in the middle of a construction zone. For reference, the top of my head would reach the end of the fingers in this picture.
All right, let's see.
It's a big fucking troll.
That's awesome.
That one's name is Little Sally, but we took
As it should be.
my wife found out about it, and we took my daughter down to, yeah.
And we're back. And this episode of Jeff Found an Error, I found my own error.
Your computer found that there. I'm telling you, dude, it's Troll Hunter. The Norwegian government does not want you to know that trolls are real. And Dane is talking to us about trolls, and I think they're tapped into your
so what you're
computer
saying
network.
is we were talking about trolls, and my computer is trolling me.
It is trolling you.
Fantastic.
Heart.
All right, it would have caught it by now. So, all right, I think we're in the clear again, boys.
That is a sweet-ass troll. Bro, I want that in my fucking
That is
side
a sweet ass troll.
I want to build one of those.
So that was the first one we saw when we went and found it a couple months ago. Little Sally, big ass troll. Like the hair is made out of old like banister rails and chair legs and shit, but all of it's reclaimed wood.
And there are more of these?
Well, there is a traveling set because this one is built in place of like 12 of them that is currently down at the Asheville Arboretum. So we took a overnight trip down to Asheville, drove out the parkway a ways, went to the Arboretum, and they had 12 different smaller trolls. So all of these were like 8 foot tall or so. Hey, you can tell they're the perfect dimensions to fit on a cargo truck.
Yeah.
And let my daughter follow the map and lead the way, and we went all around, out these trails in the woods and shit, and found all these different trolls. And they're there until just after Valentine's Day. and then they're going to pack them up and move them somewhere else to put them on display. But I don't have the pictures on my computer yet, so I can't send this. I'll send it to you later. But there's one of them where it's a troll standing there holding out a handful of broken cell phones that they had reclaimed for the art piece. Obviously tempting, and it's got a big net behind its back to be supposedly, lure a child in with electronics and then catch them. There was a couple of them where they had their hands posed or a net posed where it was in mid swipe, so you could actually crawl up in it and take your picture with that. So daughter had a blast doing that shit.
Hell yeah.
Walked me to death. And then we went back to the hotel room and I laid out on the fucking bed and edited an episode and fucked it up because I was tired. Oh, and distraught because my friend was dead, but you're back now.
It's a really good thing that I had to fuck that necromancer that one time. It's really come in handy a few times.
You guys saved me with your bullshit. Who would have thought it would have saved me one day?
I mean,
Though, I say saved, you totally ruined my testicles.
No, you ruined the testicles.
I don't recall what was I watching that caused my. Oh no, it was you. You're the one who picked Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah, but
and
that
it
wasn't
was
what,
the quarry scene. The quarry scene. You said it yourself. The quarry scene caused my testicles to explode.
That was a retcon. The original thing was K-pop.
You're right. It was K-pop. It was K-pop.
K-pop and your balls exploded.
That's right.
Because no one would have believed that you watched South Park.
It's really all a cover-up because what really happened is Jeff finally, after all these years, Googled Crystal Rule 34, and he just couldn't handle it, and they just.
And no one's going to believe that he waited till now to do
It
Crystal
was
Rule
Maid
34.
Marian. It was Maid Marian.
He's a duck and he's a bee.
He's a duck
Pop.
and he fucks. He's got a corkscrew penis and exploding balls.
Not only is my dick corkscrewed, it's got barbs on it.
Youch. That's metal.
Yeah, ducks are they're metal creatures.
I always thought that it was a sick twist of fate that the cloaca twists in the opposite direction from the duck penis. So they don't even match.
Oh, yeah, brutal.
Clockwise going into counterclockwise.
I felt like David Putty there. Oh, yeah, brutal. The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Yeah.
What are the odds of this door coming all the way out here?
Cusco's corkscrew penis. That was hard to say.
That's another movie we need to watch because that is my second favorite. No, is it my? No, it's not even my top 3. It's one of my favorite Disney movies.
I remember enjoying the demo of the PS1 game. I don't know how the actual full game was.
I thought you were gonna say the demo of the movie. It's just like what?
It's called a trailer.
Yeah, the demo of the movie. It's a fucking movie trailer.
That is a brand new brand of brain rot.
Have we ever had the conversation about why they're called trailers? I learned this and it blew my mind.
No, because I was dead.
So when they first started, they would show them at the end of the movie, but no one ever stuck around to watch them. So they were like, "Oh well, fuck that," and they put them in the beginning of the movie, but they still call them trailers.
Huh.
That was a story that I heard. Whether that's true, who knows? But that was a story that I heard, and I'm sticking to it.
So they put the credits at the end and the trailers at the beginning.
Yeah, and it used to be swapped, where the credits would play. Yeah.
Some movies still do that wrong.
Yeah. The movies that are in a galaxy far, far away.
We don't talk about them. Some of the games I don't mind. Some of the games I don't mind talking about, like Rogue Squadron, Battle for Naboo, Episode 1 Racer.
I was gonna say Racer. Yeah.
Good stuff.
I think that's the only one I ever actually played.
One of the hardest games I ever played. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace on PlayStation 1. Game's hard as fuck.
I didn't play that one.
It ain't got shit on Skull Monkeys.
That was one that it was never for rent around me, but I always wanted to try Skull Monkeys. I loved just the logo of it.
The theme song for the bonus room or bonus level is one of the greatest pieces of video game music ever created.
Now I'm intrigued.
I'm not intrigued, but I'm intrigued enough to at least play the find it on YouTube.
Well, just the history of the game in and of itself is weird because it was a claymation PC point-and-click adventure called Neverhood. And the sequel was a PlayStation exclusive, also claymation, platformer, but
I get it.
rage game levels of difficult.
And then later on, they did a spiritual successor to Neverhood, which is another point-and-click game called Armacrog. That is claymation and looks super cool. I have that on GOG, actually.
That one I'm not familiar with because I've played Neverhood and I've played Skull Monkeys. I'm going to have to check that one out because I'm curious now.
I'll pop it over to you.
Oh. But yeah, I don't think I have anything really interesting other than troll hunting.
Well, that troll is cool as fuck, dude.
That is
Well,
a very
apparently
cool
they've
troll.
made 176 of them at least because Little Sally is number 176.
That's super cool. I like to
Oh.
think that, like, there are some of these out there that just people just haven't found yet. They're just chilling.
They are. They're in the middle of a cannibalistic tribe in New Guinea.
Well, there is a
like a-
website, and I might actually throw this in the show notes for anyone curious, but there's a website that has a stylized map of Earth with all of the different locations marked with X's, and apparently you can make an account on there and mark which ones you found, but they're all over the place. There's even one down in Australia.
That's rad.
So this is a real life version of No Man's Sky. I found a location. I'm gonna upload it to the servers.
Did you guys see the? I think it was an Italian artist. Who, I think he's also like a YouTuber or something. That he made the statue. So you know the discus throwing statue.
Yeah.
That's really famous. I don't remember the name of it, but like that one. They took that statue, but they gave it Squidward, but like the really like square jaw, buff Squidward face, and they took that out into the middle of the Mediterranean Sea somewhere and sunk it. It's a stone because they want years from now someone to find that and be like, what the fuck? So
Please
they
tell
literally
me they put it in the general location of where Atlantis is.
no idea. I just know they went out in an undisclosed area of the sea and just sunk this big fucking stone statue so that it can one day be found and confuse people. Like, what the fuck is this? A meme. A discoverable meme. Yeah, exactly. Golf clap. I thought it was tremendous, dude.
You know, it would have been even funnier. They dropped it over the Titanic. So you see the wreckage of the Titanic. You know the fact that it was, what was it, 1,200 people, 1,600 people died during the sinking, you know, freezing to death, whatnot. Is that a statue of Squidward?
Is that handsome Squidward? What the fuck?
Just so you know, we must never forget that the pools of Titanic still not have emptied. There's still water in them.
It's true. The pool's never emptied.
Yeah, but
That's
they're
a weird
way
thought.
overdue for chlorine.
Salt's fine.
I was gonna say, do saltwater things require chlorine? I don't know. It's now a saltwater pool. They upgraded.
I do know salt water can, to a point, be like a disinfectant, but then it's just like, no, then you gotta, if you like overuse it too much, I think it starts creating infections. That has nothing to do with chlorine.
Yeah.
I was just stating the fact that it's just, or something I've heard. It's just like, so salt water can disinfect to a point. And yet, Tom Hanks in Castaway used that regularly and somehow did not get gangrene. Good for him. You saved him, Robert Zemeckis.
I sometimes wonder if my eyesight is as bad as it is because of how much I used to open my eyes underwater in my pool, regardless of how much chlorine was in there.
Chlorine
eating
doesn't
away at my
affect it,
retinas.
but piss will definitely make you go blind.
Well, we all know
people
everyone
peeing.
pees in pools, so
Yeah, but I was the
Pee on
only
my
kid who
fucking
did it
rug.
from the high dive.
Then they developed like that stuff you put in the pool that if someone pisses, it just makes it blue like dye.
that grown-ups thing.
Yeah. Oh, you peed in the pool.
Ah,
I always assumed that shit wasn't real, that was something that parents came up with to tell their kids so they would be afraid to pee in the pool.
Always
But I
caught
don't
them
know.
on their bullshit
I
and
don't,
tried
I
it.
don't know if that's a recent thing, because let's be honest, even in the 90s, it's like, to be sure, don't pee in the pool. I'm peeing in the pool. And then I'm swishing the water around to get rid of all the yellow.
Why is this water suddenly warm? I don't know, man. It was weird. It's like, because it's kind of cold over here. Why don't we come over here in the cold? It feels better over here in the cold.
Let's move over to the hot tub. Wait, why did the water suddenly get cooler?
Oh, that's really warm. Dumb and Dumber.
Warm.
Jeez, look at the ass on that. Yeah, he must work out.
It's kind of flat. Yeah, that John Denver was full of shit. Jeff, you posted a fucking thing from the later on in that scene earlier, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I don't remember what I posted,
Totally
though.
redeemed yourself.
Oh, no, that was the one I posted.
No.
Oh, was it Dane? Okay.
Yeah, that was Dane.
Just when I think you couldn't do something anymore.
What did I say that caused him to...
Samsonite. I was
Oh,
wondering.
that was me.
Samsonite.
That's what started everything.
What if he shot me in the face?
What if you shot him in the face?
Well, that was a risk we were willing to take, Harry.
Willing to take. Man, anytime someone starts talking about a briefcase, that's what always comes to my head. Samsonite. I was way off.
Dude, I've got two Samsonite briefcases.
Big gulps, huh? Big gulps, huh? Well, see ya.
Yeah. Dude, I love Dumb and Dumber. What a good fucking movie.
We are not talking about Dumb and Dumber today. It just happens to be on this moment's tangent.
I love how we did not explain where any of that came up or any of the context. And I'm leaving it, and I'm not going to explain it.
Well, why is there to explain? Everyone at this point is just like, yeah, we get it.
Apparently, the boys were quoting Dumb and Dumber earlier. Don't know why. Don't know where.
Well, viewers, which I do appreciate the fact that you were calling them viewers. But the fact that if you're not quoting Dumb and Dumber on an hourly basis,
What are you doing?
you're the problem.
That's how the
You got to
terrorists
straighten
win.
up. You got to straighten up.
Such a funny movie.
The sequel, not so much.
I've never seen the sequel or the prequel.
Well, I was
I-
counting the
I-
prequel as the sequel. The prequel, yeah, bad. The sequel, I actually went into theaters and watched it with my wife. It was pretty good.
Yeah, the second
only
Dumb and Dumber
thing-
with the original guys wasn't terrible. Dude,
The only one I can sort of relate with the prequel is I just watched the one scene where they have the ICs or something. It's like the trick is you got to drink it as fast as you can, and they gave themselves like severe brain freeze. It's like yeah, that's exactly what would happen.
the scene I remember from the prequel is when he gets the melted chocolate all over the bathroom, and Bob Saget's just like, "He's shit all over the bathroom. There's shit everywhere."
Yeah, that's the only thing I remember from that movie, too.
And then the sequel, dude, that beginning scene where he's like, "I just need to get the nurse to take this catheter out." "No, I got you," and he just grabs it and yanks him out of the chair by the catheter. Oh my, yeah, Jeff,
Oh.
exactly. Oh my god, it hurts me in a way that I can't explain.
Think of it like a kidney stone.
Oh no, I don't want to.
Because when they put a catheter in, they inflate the end of it to keep it from falling out.
But it's smooth. A kidney stone is jagged.
I'm just saying it's something that's large enough to not come out on its own or to be able to be forced out when you're pissing.
I know we talked earlier about we don't kink shame, and then decided that we do kink shame. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say, like, sounding, don't understand it.
Well, all right,
We
so
can
you
just
take a
leave that
little
there if you
stick
want.
and you put it in the pee hole.
No, I get how it happens.
And that's how you piss rocks out your pee hole.
I understand the process. I just don't understand the concept of why.
Because you're building up for docking.
Docking involves foreskin. That has nothing to do with. I know this from research and papers and scientific documents.
That wasn't the version of docking that we claimed that they did whenever we were in high school.
Oh God!
Translation: we didn't understand gay sex.
I can understand that, dude. As a very, very, very young boy, when I was introduced to my first penthouse and I opened it up and there was a girl spreading herself, I was very, very confused as to what the fuck happened to her dick. I mean, I'm talking, I was like 5. I had no concept of what I was looking at.
At the age of 5, I've already seen Revenge of the Nerds, and I just asked one quick question to my brother. It's just like, is that normal for women? It's like, yeah. It's like, oh, okay.
I remember being floored when I found out they didn't pee out their butt.
Do they all have this? I'm sorry. I was like, do they all have this bush? No, not all. Ah, okay.
What, was I the only one, though, who thought that girls peed out their butt at some point?
I'm sure I had that question at one point. It's like,
I thought it came out of the big hole when I was younger. Like, I thought there was just a one-purpose kind of like, you know, the back end.
That was
we've got an omni
hole.
We have an omni hole, you know.
A cloaca?
Or a multi-hole, yeah, but yeah, cloaca's the omni hole. But yeah, the urethra, it's dual purpose. I can understand us making that assumption.
This week's episode of Dan and Jeff, we talk about sex ed.
No,
Getting
we
your
talk
period,
about us
it makes you better
before
at
sex
bowling.
ed. Those aren't my kids.
Oh,
You're not my wife.
I guess we have nonsense enough. Maybe we should actually talk about
Is that supposed to be your Nic Cage?
Yeah, I'm not doing a good Nic Cage. I did a better one last week.
I don't know. I don't think I have one. So I'm not going to attempt to.
I just know you got to kind of talk with your teeth a little together, and that's how.
Here, I'm just going to do it the way he does it in Gone in 60 Seconds.
The spirit.
Let's
fingers?
ride. He does spirit fingers, right? Right when they're doing a low rider, right before they start the job, you see they do like a far off shot. You don't get the whole crew. You just see Nic Cage is just standing there in the middle. He just starts.
Of course he does.
And then it does that famous. All right, let's go, or let's ride.
Let's ride.
We'll get there one day because that is my favorite Nic Cage movie.
If I'd known that, I'd have done that in honor of your memory instead. So
no, it's what you picked today. Actually, well, first off, introduce what we're talking about.
Well, I was looking to see because we had another Dalton found an error entry that Kana sent. Let's see. So courtesy of Kana, Dalton found an error. This time apparently Dalton made the error and said Jim Carrey played the Riddler.
This is true.
Gary did play the Riddler.
Apparently, you said Joker.
Yeah, he said you said Joker, and apparently the correction was he played the Riddler, not the Joker. That's what it was.
And that's on me for a Freudian slip. Yeah, Freudian slip. Because I was definitely picturing him in the green suit with all of the question marks all over it going,
And at the same time, you got Thomas Leeson Johnson going off screen. I cannot sanction your buffoonery, which you have to admit that Two-Face was more Riddler than the Riddler in that movie.
I thought he was trying to play the Joker with that version of Two-Face.
You want to know how I got these scars?
But Jeff already covered
a very cinematic court scene with acid.
But Jeff covered my editing error and the other error that no one would know except me, and I'm going to call myself out on it. I said Robert Downey Jr. was a year older than my dad. I got that wrong. My dad is 10 years older than Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. is a year older than my mom.
Oh, you were close.
I knew it was one of my parents. It was more than 66. So I think that covers all of Dalton found an error.
Oh, yeah.
Which brings us to The Family Man. And for the mandatory internet article blurb, courtesy of themoviedb.com, The Family Man, 2000. What if you made different choices? What if you said yes instead of no? What if you got a second chance? Jack's lavish, fast-paced lifestyle changes one Christmas night when he stumbles into a grocery store holdup and disarms a gunman. The next morning, he wakes up in bed lying next to Kate, his college sweetheart he left in order to pursue his career, and to the horrifying discovery that his former life no longer exists. As he stumbles through the alternate suburban universe, Jack finds himself at a crossroads where he must choose between his high-power career and the woman he loves.
Before we continue, gentlemen, happy official 25-year anniversary of The Family Man.
Woo!
Because the official release date for this movie is, as of we are recording, December 22nd, 2000.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, that's what you were talking about earlier. Okay. So I caught 25 years later, like the 3 p.m. showing of this today. So that would have been cool. That'd have been like going on the, yeah, okay, nice. I'm glad I waited till today then to watch it. Fuck yeah.
So I finally got to see Tia Leone in the shower. Hell yeah.
Oh boy.
Hell
But you
yeah.
didn't get those matinee prices.
No, I didn't. I had to, I didn't pay anything. But, you know.
What, did you get your popcorn?
I did not. I had some potato chips while I was watching that, actually.
Were they Ruffles?
No, salt and vinegar.
You done
Lay's.
fucked up. You heard
Salt and
me.
vinegar. It's delicious.
It's not a good flavor.
Bullshit.
You want to fight me? Fight me, you fools! Salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar. You know, I'm all. You know, right now I'm alive. I'm full of piss and vinegar. Fuck you all. That's not a good flavor.
No, all dressed all the way.
All
I
dressed
also
is
have a
very
bag
good.
of all dressed, and they're delicious.
They are.
Did you just say
those
all
are
dressed is very good? Fuck you! 1/3 of the flavor of all dressed is salt and vinegar.
I can't taste it. I can't.
They're
taste
literally
the
like barbecue chips
I can't
with salt and
taste the
vinegar.
piss.
Well, here's the thing. I hate salt and vinegar chips, but I love all dressed. And I can taste the salt and vinegar flavor mixed in there.
Why do I drink piss? Because it's sterile and I like the taste.
Sterile.
All right, Bear Grylls.
Taste.
That's Rip Torn, you fool.
Who you think drank their piss more often?
It's about 65
Les Stroud.
degrees. It's about 65 degrees out here, which means I need to drink some of my
Bear
urine.
Grylls never spent a night in a tent. He would
that doesn't
do
surprise me.
his shoot, and then he's like, "Okay, I'm going to this 5-star hotel right next door."
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. I also wouldn't put it past him to be like, I'm going to eat this raw fish. And then he eats that, and then someone like chucks him a couple protein bars.
The first episode of his show I ever watched, he intentionally drank unsterilized water and got dysentery climbing up a cliffside, dropped trowel, and was shitting past the cameraman.
So that's why he was a fraud for the rest of his career.
I love it, dude.
I don't know that
I'd
was
rather-
the first episode, but the first episode I ever saw of it.
I'd rather watch Survivor Man.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, I love Survivor Man. Because that was just a dude out in the woods with his camera, and every time he would end it, you know, he would set up the camera, he would do his little talk, and then he'd walk way, way off. And you know,
And then he would run
he
back
had
to
to
grab
come
the
the
camera.
fuck back, get that camera, and do the fucking track all over again.
I will say probably one of the funniest episodes I watched of his. I'm not funny in the fact that it's just like, oh man, he was hilarious. Just the fact is like, wow. So you're in, I think it was like Greenland or something, in the middle of winter. It's just like, okay, these are harsh conditions. You were able to find yourself some warm enough shelter, got enough scrap wood for fire. And you ended up catching by the end of the episode like 20 fish, so you were just stocked on food. I found it funny.
Yeah.
And Dalton's just looking at me. It's just like, where's the comedy?
No, I'm sorry. I was distracted changing something over real quick.
He was trying to find that shower scene in the movie that we all watched, except for Jeff, who was dead.
My God, that is a brilliant idea. I can do that. Hold on.
Hey, just so you know, I watched that scene 2 months ago, before my death.
Yeah, that's fine. That doesn't mean I can't look at it right now. Yo, yeah. Tremendo.
Oh, yeah.
Love a good shower scene.
More David Putty. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So I didn't realize that I was accidentally making us a timely Christmas episode whenever I named this.
Yeah, I think you did, because I knew this was a Christmas
Well,
movie.
I knew that there was Christmas at it, I didn't realize that this was essentially a new spin on It's a Wonderful Life until how prevalent Christmas was.
I mean, come on, we all wish Donna Reed had a shower scene. Donna Reed was James Stewart's wife in that It's a Wonderful Life.
I mean,
best
I
shower
do
scene
watch
in
that
film
movie
is still
every year.
always
It
be
is.
Psycho.
What was that? What's that?
I said
Who's the
the best shower scene will always be the original Psycho.
Oh yeah.
Tore her up.
I have to say I'm gonna call it pixelation because I don't know what else to call it. But the way they do shower doors, where it's like pixelated, where you can't really see through it, really works well.
Yes.
Talking about the
Yes,
textured glass.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this, and literally, like, one of the scenes is like, because these are like little still frames from it, and she's like literally got her hand looking like it's swiping through her butt crack, like she's cleaning her ass, but you can't see.
Well, she's
anything,
a mom,
but you can clearly see
clearly
that
she
It's
is
just funny.
cleaning her ass.
It's just,
I think this is I said this to you guys. So I'm going to bring this out now. I think this is the best that Tia Leone has ever looked in movies.
she's
got the mom bod going on.
I'm not even gonna say hot. Like, she was fucking gorgeous in this movie. Like, girl like that, and you got a life like. I think that's the whole point of this movie. Was like, dude, appreciate what you could have had because
This is what you gave up on just so you could be a bachelor on Wall Street.
And I know you said this is a take on a Wonderful Life. I almost thought that this was going to be like a Scrooge tale of sorts because I expected Don Cheadle to play a bigger role as far as coming back and being like, "Oh, have you learned anything yet?"
This is not Bedazzled. It could have
That's
been.
a great movie.
Well, apparently there
certainly.
was a deleted scene where they were more, like there were more references to It's a Wonderful Life, like direct character name references that they ended up cutting.
Huh.
And it had to do with how Big Ed got his tire shop, I think.
The heart attack?
No, how he actually came to own the tire shop.
Oh. No, yeah. I think the only thing I really learned about Big Ed's was that he started working there because Big Ed had a heart attack and somebody needed to step up and help out.
So I guess, the highlights, we kind of covered it here, but the overview from the article blurb, if you've never seen this movie, doesn't really do much justice to this film.
You're right. It doesn't mention that it takes place in Jersey. It has nothing to do with anything.
Fucking Jersey.
I mean, Jersey exists.
I've been to Jersey. Fuck Jersey.
I've been to Jersey. I love New Jersey.
I've never been to Jersey. I have no desire.
Let me tell everybody, don't go to South Jersey. That's the Jersey everybody makes fun of. Go to North Jersey where the mountains are at. That's the pretty part of Jersey.
I didn't make it up to North Jersey.
See, that's where you fucked up, Dane. That's where you fucked up.
All I know about
Jersey
Jersey is that they argue between pork rolls and Taylor hams.
Oh, Taylor Ham's so good, dude.
So,
It's so good.
opening
And now
of the movie.
I think I just triggered Mikolov because I think I remember him having that conversation. It might have been with you about. I'm trying to remember which one is he saying that it's.
I think in
he
Connecticut,
hates.
they call it pork roll.
So Taylor Ham, Mick. Taylor Hams. Also, fuck South Park. I'm not watching it.
I've been waiting for it.
I should have said that, but I prefer. I like my little Howard the Duck.
Well, don't worry. We all knew how you felt while you were dead.
I think you covered it perfectly. South Park was my favorite show.
It was until Mikolov came along.
And now why won't I watch it? It's now
Spite.
become one of my favorite memes I post for spite.
I love
Oh,
how the
gosh.
suggestion box channel on Discord has essentially turned into list movies that you want to hear Jeff say, "No, I'm not watching that."
I think the only movie that I was just like, "Yep, I'll definitely watch that" was Young Frankenstein.
There's been a couple in there that popped my interest, but
There's been a couple that popped
I have the
your
least
cherry.
amount of say. So
Devil's Advocate, I think. Oh fuck yeah, you Dane. Hey Jeff, want to do an episode on the Eagles?
I had to
that's
do
when
that
you had.
joke
that's
three
when- and
times
that-
because RSS bot wasn't set to pick up the suggestion box channel yet.
And I just love the fact that I had a counter meme with or counter gif with "You're entering a world of pain" with Walter.
Smokey, you're entering a world of pain.
It's the whole world gone crazy. Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules? Market zero.
I said market zero. I think one of my favorite scenes in this movie that we watched, dude.
We know it's a shower scene. So what's another one of your favorite scenes?
So another one of my favorite scenes, because that was definitely my favorite. But my second favorite scene was the scene where Nic Cage is going to change the baby, and he doesn't know what to do, and the little girl is just looking at him, and she just goes, "You're not my real dad, are you?" And he's just like, No, I'm not." And so she's just like, the way she handled that whole scene where she just walks over, pulls up the steps, walks up, feels his face, and is like, "The aliens did a really good job, though. You look a lot like him." And she's like, "So you came from the mothership." She's like, "We're cool. Just promise me you're not going to do anything to me or my little brother's brains." And he's like, "We're good. I'm not going to do that." And she's like, "Okay."
Well, you
I was
left
like,
out
what
the
a-
part where she's on the verge of tears because she realizes
yeah.
this man looks like my dad, but he's not actually my dad. The only person in this entire scenario where he's been transplanted from his reality into this glimpse reality for 2 months, who realizes he doesn't belong here, is his little girl.
What a
They
little
do have a
badass.
great relationship. They have a great father-daughter relationship. I love the two of them together.
Yeah. And I thought that little girl killed that acting part. Like, I really, like, after that scene, I was invested. You know, I was like, all right. So this little girl knows what's up. And she's like, "Okay, I'll help you through this, Mr. Alien Man."
And everyone else in this reality is just like, yeah, you're Jack. You're completely different. You know, you're thinking of having an affair.
Everyone
no,
clearly
no,
thinks he's in like midlife crisis mode.
Dog. The scene in the bowling alley where he's talking to that lady and he's like, "Oh, here's it going." And he starts talking to his buddy, Jeremy Renner, of all fucking dudes.
Piven.
Piven. Yeah, Jeremy Piven.
This is not Hawkeye.
What was his name in Entourage?
I don't know. I didn't watch Entourage. I know him mostly from Smoking Aces.
Well, when he's having the conversation with him, so that lady, no offense to that actress, no offense, but if you were married to Tia Leone and that lady is coming on to you, I'd have told her to kick fucking rocks. Like, are you kidding me? I got a smoke show at home. I don't need you and your cheating ass. Get on up out of here.
Okay, just to make sure I'm not called out. Yes, Jeremy Piven was in Smoking Aces, which I find funny that Ben Affleck is top billed and he's only in the movie for 7 minutes.
Yeah, but Ben Affleck could play the shark from Jaws. No suit.
I mean, they could both play characters named Bruce.
Fish
Fun
are
fact,
friends, not food.
Fun fact: the shark in Jaws was named Bruce.
Isn't that why they named the shark Bruce in Finding Nemo?
Probably. He also George Lucas got trapped in Bruce for 3 hours because Steven Spielberg tried to play a joke on him.
Amazing.
Because we know that that shark notoriously never worked, so that's why you hardly see it in the film. And so one day George Lucas showed up on set. It's like wanted to look at the inner workings of the shark, of Bruce, and Steven Spielberg closed the mouth on him, and it would not reopen. So he was trapped inside the shark for 3 hours.
What this is telling me, Jeff, is that you would
John-
cheat on Tia Leone with that other lady because you changed the subject so quick that you didn't want to talk about it. So I'm thinking that you would have been diddling your dipstick into old Floofy McFloof lady. I think you would have. I think we.
Well, I'm
we
trying
caught
to
Jeff.
see who.
We
I'm
caught
trying to see who that actress was.
Oh, she was she was pretty actress, but
I don't remember the character.
Tia
but
Leone,
I'm just
dude.
Well, I'm just looking at the cast, and the only one that's just Tia Leone or Amber Valletta.
Halata Fachina.
No, I'm just. She's in some movies like. Hold on. What Lies Beneath, Transporter 2, Dead Silence. You look at her, it's like, oh, wow, she's also a very gorgeous actress.
But Tia Leone.
I'll get back to you.
Tia Leone is in my, like, you know how the married couples have the list? Tia Leone could be 60. She's still going to be on my list.
She's on your hall pass.
Yeah, thank you. That was the hall pass list.
Well, my hall pass list is, since it's all completely unrealistic, I always went full blown, and it's got Cavill on there.
I was going to say, you got Ryan Reynolds.
Nah.
No?
Nah, he's not got that rugged masculinity I'm looking for.
It was the other R. It was the other RR.
Oh, yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. OTC, I'd get in a tickle fight with him. The dude from the Expendables. Fuck his name.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews?
No, not Terry
That
Crews.
scene where he's got the automatic shotgun just walking through the hallway. Ah!
Remember this shit at Christmas.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
He was not in Expendables.
Talk about the guy from Walking Dead.
Oh no, he had the different scene. The Expendables was the fucking
That's Sliced Alone.
Oh, yeah.
There was one that he was in that came out at the same time, I thought, and I get the fucking movies.
The Losers?
Yeah, The Losers. They came out like right back to back. Hey, you caught the error, so it don't count.
That's what I'm here for. You certainly wouldn't have caught it if I were still dead.
Probably not. We had more errors in that episode than.
Because I wasn't here to fix your fuck ups.
I figured when I joined the show, that segment would just quietly go away.
No.
We were an intelligent show.
And then I brought it down a peg
the heaviest of quotations.
Those quotations can't be lifted by Mark Henry.
Well, see, the problem is I never bother to look anything up, and if I don't remember it, I just make the shit up as I go along.
The goal is you got to make yourself sound convincing.
And Jeff will fact check.
But then you're hoping. Well, since I was dead, apparently you're hoping that. Well, if I sound convincing, people aren't going to look things up. Sadly, the one thing that you said, everyone has seen Batman Forever. Which, if you don't mind, allow this little tangent. So everyone always goes berserk over the bad credit card. What Batman and Robin? Oh, the bad credit card. No one bats an eye about the fact that you see Batman on Time magazine in Batman Forever. He is on the cover of Time magazine. Go ahead and start talking. I'm going to look this up and I'll post it in the chat.
No one bats an eye at it. Really? I also just want to say...
Totally intentional.
And, I'm glad I have a roof over my head that hopefully will protect me from lightning. But Batman Forever, tell that to Kevin Conroy, am I right? Ooh. Yeah, I didn't expect a laugh. That got the exact reaction it should have. It really did.
I'm still looking, so go ahead and start talking about Nic Cage and how he is very subdued in this movie.
Yeah, there was the one really cagey moment.
Yeah, the cagiest moment in the whole film is within the opening credits, essentially. Because they have their, 13 years ago scene at the airport, which I'll ask you, Dalton, because you're obsessed with Tia Leone. You wouldn't have got on that fucking plane, would you?
Absolutely not. I'd have been living in Jersey with 2 kids, hitting that every night. I say every night, but I get the logistics of maybe once a week when the kids are asleep. But,
All right. Speaking as a father whose daughter insists on sneaking into the bed every fucking night, sometimes lucky in a month.
When I was, just a quick side story, when I was with Savannah, I'll never forget one time the kids were all busy playing in the yard and her mom was out there, so grandma was out there playing with them. She literally grabbed me and dragged me into the laundry room, shut the door, locked it, and she was like, "We're having a quickie right now." And I just couldn't say anything other than, "Yes, ma'am." Because Because there was like tone in her voice. There was not a question in it. She was demanding, no, we are doing this right now. Okay. But when there were like 4 kids around at all times, get it when you can get it. So I feel you, dog.
But anyway, you have that scene. Jump 13 years to present. Runs random skank out of the bed, and then proceeds to have the Cage moment of the film, which I don't think him running around the apartment singing was in the script. I think they had to work it into a later scene to make it make sense.
Oh, you think the scene with him singing to her on the videotape was a tie back to that? In a way?
I think that they, realistically, I'm sure but my headcanon, the world I choose to live in, is he was singing in that, and then they had to later add that to the awkward quasi-sexual banter with the old woman in the elevator scene, where he's singing and then it dings and she gets on, oh, don't stop singing on my account. Oh, I'm shy.
Yeah.
So, when are you going to leave that old corpse of a husband of yours?
You couldn't pleasure me the way he does. Oh.
Which was the ickiest feeling that I had in the entire film.
Yeah, because I'm thinking to myself, like, ugh, like that just, there were multiple levels of ick in that. There was like money ick, old lady ick. There was like a few icks in it. I was like, oh,
Cobwebs
God.
on your dick afterwards, ick.
But the Flash, when they, forward in the movie when he goes and tries to go in his building and stops her, and he's like, come on, we have weird, like, semi-sexual banter every.
And then she's like, well, let's get you to a shelter. What? The other cagey moment of the film is him trying to come to terms with that in the city.
I thought of 3 cagey moments, and the third one is on that VHS tape where he was singing to Tia Leone. Singing is romantic, I get that because I've done it a lot for girls, but the way he was just like, I love you, just getting really up there when he was into it. And I could tell that was actually Nic Cage too, so I was impressed.
He serenaded his wife the same way I serenade mine. Loudly, obnoxiously, and in a public venue. The difference was he had friends who were in on it with him.
Yeah, that would be like if I walked out of the crowd with a guitar and started just playing, and then you started just belting out a song for your wife. Which, if you ever want to do, we can make it happen.
But, yeah, those were probably the 3 cagiest moments of the film. But yeah, otherwise, largely subdued. But, the times that he's being weird is the sort of times that any rational human being in this outlandish scenario he's found himself in would be acting weird.
Yeah, totally. Before we move on from the cagey moments, I do think we were robbed of one. So at the end of that scene, when he storms over and gets back in the van and the van won't crank, it was a faraway shot of the van and you could just hear him like, oh, come on, don't do this to me. Come on. I just wanted to see him in there just having a fucking meltdown because this van wasn't cranking.
Fun fact, that wasn't scripted. The van really didn't want to start and turn over, and they just decided to leave it in the movie.
It's just too cold, and he's like, fuck!
They let it sit too long between takes.
And be like, I don't want to do this scene again. Come on. Oh, love it, dude. I don't know if I've already said this, but I had never seen this before. So this was a new Cage flick for me.
I watched it when it came out and thought the ending was heartbreaking and never watched it again until this. And as heartbreaking as I thought the ending was back then, it hits even harder now as a dad.
Oh, dude, that whole section where he goes back, dude, when he kissed, I'm not going to lie, I almost cried. When he kisses the little girl on the forehead and he tells her to go back to sleep, and then he tells her, I'm going back to the mothership, and you can hear the pain in his voice when he says that. I was like choking up a little bit, and then to watch him sit there staring at Tia Leone, and you could tell he was trying not to fall asleep. He was just fighting sleep. And I was like, oh man, he knows what's going to fucking happen, and that is brutal. It wrenched at the heart.
I can't find it, so you're just gonna have to watch Batman Forever.
Fuck you, Jeff. I'm not watching Batman Forever.
But yeah,
Perfect.
just listening to everything you guys have been talking about, the ending with he has to say goodbye to his daughter. That is sad.
Dude, it's rough.
Because you like you said at the beginning, it's just like, wow, you look just like my dad. You must be from. Are you from the mothership? You know, all that jazz. And by you like towards maybe entering the third act, they start having proper father-daughter bonding moments. It's like, okay, that's very sweet. Then at the end, where it's just like, I'm saying goodbye. It's just like, fuck you. I don't need these kinds of emotions right now.
And it happens right after where she hugs Nic Cage after they're playing outside, and she looks at him and she goes, "I knew you'd be back."
And he,
Fuck.
he's like, "I love you." And then the very next scene is him standing in the garage trying to find some rock salt, and he hears that fucking bicycle bell that Cash, the I'm assuming angel, gave him during his crash out day in New York 2 months prior. And you just like that they lingered the perfect amount of time with that shot where he hears that and just freezes.
Yeah, and he's just like,
And
oh,
the slow
no.
turn, expecting to see Cash, played by John Cheadle. But it's the daughter like, "Why did you ring that?" "Ding, ding, ding." "Because it's fun. Go inside." Just, that was the moment where everything goes from this happy, things are good moment to the sinking dread, because it's like the movie's reminding you, hey, he probably has to go back, right?
At some point, yes, he has to go back.
A glimpse isn't permanent.
So I guess we can actually take a moment, because we kind of glossed over him from the beginning of the movie. Don Cheadle's character, who is almost blinking, you miss him. He's in the movie so little.
But yet he plays the probably the biggest pivotal point of this movie. He's the reason why this movie basically happens.
So while we're still in Timeline Prime and Nic Cage is, president and rich.
He's living the Nic Cage life.
Caging it up with hoes on Christmas morning. Goes down to the store to buy some eggnog. Don Cheadle walks in with a lottery ticket to cash it in. The dude behind the counter, there's implied racism. Says it's fake, won't even look at it, tells him get out. Pulls out a gun, and Nic Cage diffuses the situation. Steps out of there and then tries to help him and, say, hey, we can get you some help. It's like, man, are you trying to save me?
Dude, I laughed so hard at Don Cheadle calling him out on that because of, all of the movies where that's the trope. What was the one? Sandra Bullock with the football player and was
The
it
Blind Side.
The Blind Side, yeah. Which turns out, looking at the actual story of that, fucked up. It's like,
Wasn't there an entire Eddie Murphy movie about guys on Wall Street? Fuck, what was that?
Trading Places.
Yeah, Trading
Yeah.
Places.
Where would you guys be without me?
Googling lots more.
Apparently, I've seen all the movies that you guys have not.
I've seen the fucking movie. I just can't remember shit. I've drank too much, dude.
Unacceptable.
Now, did you catch the subtle implication, though, when Cash is in there threatening the dude behind the counter with the gun, and Nic Cage steps in? The lottery ticket was real. It could have been you. You had your chance, something like that.
Mm.
He might have been in there for the dude behind the counter originally, and Nic Cage accidentally intervened and got himself zapped over to have to deal with the situation instead. Think about that.
I didn't think about that. I did notice as Don Cheadle was walking off when he was like, I'm going to enjoy this one. I was expecting him to just hand him the eggnog and shoot him. That's what I was expecting. Here's your eggnog back. Blam, dead white boy. Now Nic Cage wakes up, and instead of being dead, he's in another life. But it went a whole other direction.
It almost went that way.
I also love the moment
Just minus the shooting.
after the going back to his apartment and arguing with the doorman and the old woman scene when Don Cheadle rolls up in his Lambo and Nick Cage bolts up. You stole my car. Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack. Ah!
You didn't catch that?
That did not click with me until just now.
Aha!
That's great.
I was like, the dad joke is strong with this one.
I mean, it is Don Cheadle.
Yeah, that's good, dude. There's where is it in the movie? Oh, I don't think it's too far after that. It's after the little girl realizes that he's not her dad, that he's a different, like, she thinks he's an alien. When she drops him off at school, when he hands the little kid over, do I get a receipt or something? Like, that cracked me up. And then when he drops the little girl off and he's like, hey, what do I do now? And she's like, Big Ed's. I work at Big Ed's. Yeah. The look of on his face when he rolls up and he sees Big Ed and he's just like, oh, sweet mother of God, or whatever he said.
Do I have a private office? Yeah. Where?
Could you tell me where it is?
Back there. You okay, Jack?
I just find myself wondering why I work here. Sir, I've only been here 3 weeks. This is like, sir, this is a Wendy's. Like, oh, man. For a movie that I wouldn't class as a comedy, I would say that this had a handful of moments in it that gave me a good chuckle. But I think overall, this is more like a drama. I don't know if I would even call this a dramedy because there's more drama than comedy in it. But it's almost like just like they needed to lighten the mood a little every now and then, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely a romance / drama film with moments of levity to kind of break the tension from time to time.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it's the theme of it, but there have been a lot of times where it's just like, oh, okay, Jack is finally like evolving as the person that he's supposed to be in this reality, but then he always ends up fucking in the next scene. So like, I'm trying to remember what scene he had the night before. Like, oh, him and Tia Leone were like having a huge argument because I think they were supposed to have like a romantic moment on the stairs, not like a history of violence.
Oh, the cake scene.
The cake scene. And, it's like, okay, I understand, he forgets. So the next morning is just like, happy anniversary. You forgot our anniversary. It's just like, okay, we get it. Nick Cage doesn't belong in this reality.
That was another scene that I liked with the little girl, though, when she was like, you need to think bigger. And he's like, have I ever taken her into the city? And she's like, now you're talking. I was
So what you're saying is the little girl is the hero of the story.
Best actor in the whole movie. Yeah.
The secret protagonist.
Oh, absolutely the hero. Yeah, absolutely the hero. Nick Cage was fucked with a capital F without that little girl helping him and telling him things that he needed to know. All because she thought he was a friendly alien. Love the imagination. By the way,
it's blowing my mind that the music was done by Danny fucking Elfman.
Danny Elfman?
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Now, another little wait, what the fuck moment. We mentioned the bowling alley scene. So the bowling team's all there. It's all of his friends and stuff that was there at the party a few nights previous.
I know what you're about to say. Please continue.
Including the fat friend who was picking out on ribs and all this other stuff, who was going to be having triple bypass the next day.
Brother, when I saw him in the bowling scene, I said, didn't that motherfucker have serious surgery like 2 days before this? What the fuck is he doing here? Oh my God, I'm glad that I wasn't the only one that thought
You're
that.
living your best life. Do you know how many relatives I had that were going through cancer? And it's just like, you should really give up smoking.
That's different than
Is it?
recovering from surgery and being like, no, I'm going to go throw a fucking 10-pound ball.
Yeah,
living your best life.
2 days after surgery.
2 days after a triple bypass.
That motherfucker would have still been in the hospital bed.
Yeah.
Sucking cholesterol through a straw.
Shiba Shabbos. Shiba Shabbos, dude, I can't help you.
Like I said, living your best life. If you want ribs after a triple bypass, then good on him.
He was eating the ribs the night before because they were going to be cleaning them out.
Exactly.
Which, you know
Guys
what?
thinking-
I respect
guys
that
thinking
kind of.
ahead.
I respect that kind of game. That's the sort of shit I would pull. But I sure as shit wouldn't be bowling 2 days later after
Jeremy
the
Piven's
surgery.
Jeremy Piven's like, yeah, man, go ahead and go get a drink. I'll enjoy it. He'll be dead by morning.
Also, I think you also stated that bowling alley was the same bowling alley from the Big Lebowski.
It was.
So that means somewhere in the corner is Sam Elliott
Sam Elliott, yeah.
with his sarsaparilla.
That's what we need to do. We need to do an AI Sam Elliott narration over top of this film and do a recut.
So instead of the dude abides, Nic Cage abides.
The cage
I like the
abides.
sound of that. I like the sound of that.
Jack abides.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought the end of this movie was beautiful. When he because they recreated that scene from the beginning, but had it swapped. But Nic Cage had that experience that he had gotten from Don Cheadle, and it was like this was the moment that Don Cheadle was preparing him for, even though it wouldn't have happened without. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it all tied together really well. And then when he just starts being like, "We lived in New Jersey. We had a house. We had 2 kids. The girl's not very good at violin, but damn, she tries. And the boy, he doesn't talk much, but we know he's smart." And he's going like that whole speech and everything. And she's like, "Okay, I'll go have a coffee with you." And just that final scene of them.
It's
like
almost
the empty
speaking to the
restaurant.
ghost of a memory that she has from a life she never led.
Exactly. And it's like they're having this beautiful conversation. The snow's falling. You can tell that they've been there long after everyone has left. The waiter's like cleaning up, and the credits just start to roll. And I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it now because I just thought that was a beautiful way of being like, they can still make that happen.
They still possible.
Well,
Yeah, beautiful.
It is very sweet.
The movie implies, or at least it seems to imply, that the life that they had in this glimpse reality, that they're going to go on to have that just 13 years late now. Here's the problem: the daughter he had and fell in love with in the alternate timeline, that shot's already been shot. She will never exist. If you want to put reality into this, the egg's been flushed. That load was shot. She can't happen. Neither can the boy.
in a different reality.
Well, presumably, the eggs are all pre-made, and they flush one at a time. That
No,
egg,
yeah, but if he was put in a different reality, then it would be different eggs.
you're putting movie logic to it. I'm talking like reality.
Gotcha. We're
Dane,
on the same wavelength
I don't
now.
know how to. I don't know how to break this to you, but movies are not reality.
I'm well aware,
Art.
but
Do you?
this is a case of, because like I can't even personally fantasize about doing things different prior to my daughter being born, because I know if I'd leaned to the other side, it would have been a different swimmer that made it to the end, and I wouldn't have my little girl. It'd be a different little girl, or probably a little bastard, knowing my luck. So, like, that part of that little bit of knowledge ruins the hope of, oh, he's going to get his little girl back. He's just got to wait a few years. Imagine the heartbreak whenever, the girl starts to show, no longer a baby. He even gave her the same name, and she gets a little bit older. Like, hey, wait, you look different.
You look like me. It's just a little Nic Cage down there.
Playing in the yard, get stung. Not the bees.
Not the bees. Ah!
But yeah,
Oh, we gotta do Wicker Man. We gotta do Wicker Man. Goddamn.
that scene's not in the movie, though.
I know, but it doesn't matter.
Everyone makes fun of the film because of the lead scene, and that's the only thing that anyone's ever seen. It was the thing that they were like, this is too fucking ridiculous to put in the goddamn movie. We'll put it in the
You know what's
DVDs
funny?
extra, though. Yeah, DVD extras. No one will watch it.
So we might as well just do an episode on our favorite deleted scenes.
That's not a bad idea.
I've got a stack
remember
from
in-
Deadpool.
I enjoyed The Wicker Man. I remember being like, I don't understand why people make fun of this movie. And now it clicking with me that, yeah, that is a deleted scene. That's why I didn't understand, because I'm like, where's this scene that everybody fucking shits on?
Wicker Man, or Nic Cage punches women for 2 hours. That's my favorite drinking game. Drink every time he punches a woman in that film.
God damn.
The good news is he does not punch Tia Leone in this movie.
No, but he did that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we didn't touch on this. We did touch on this in the chat, but we need to now. The Nicolas Cage, or at least the character that he was playing, better man than I am. Because that one scene where she's like, the kids are asleep, you know what that means? And she puts on fucking, no, I don't want to fall in love. And she's like stripping and doing all this stuff. And she goes and she puts on a sexy outfit. And he realized, she's like, you look at me like you haven't seen me every day for the last 13 years or whatever. And I think he realizes then that it would be weird for him to do this or something. I don't know. Anyway, she goes and changes into the sexy outfit, comes back out, and he's asleep, or quote unquote asleep. And she tucks him in and she lays down next to him, and then it shows him and he opens his eyes. And I was like, I don't know if I could turn down Tia Leone if she was throwing it at me like that. Just saying. And Jeff, you goddamn know well you wouldn't.
I know, and I'm just trying to think.
Just sitting
very,
there,
very hard.
trying not to imagine slinging peen with his wife in the other room.
It's okay. She's asleep now.
It happens to the best.
That doesn't make it any better.
Well, you don't understand. It's not actually cheating. It's
Yeah, that was the thing that got me, because didn't that happen like just a few days later afterwards? He was thinking about banging the girl at the bowling alley.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, after him having the high road moment that, if I was in his same position, I don't know that I would have high roaded. To just a couple of days later, after having this, moment of realization with, maybe this isn't right. Maybe I shouldn't. This would be weird. To be like,
The growth.
well, she's not really my wife, so I'm going to go bang the slut next door.
My husband and kids are out for the week. Come by and
Hell yeah.
see me.
Hell yeah. What? I blanked out there.
What just happened?
Because I was watching
War
that
over?
scene, and I didn't remember exactly how it was going to play out, but I'm expecting something along the lines of like, is there something between us? Thinking, oh, he's going to like set other him straight because it looks like other him is having an affair.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, because if there is, there's not any more kind of thing. No, he was like, I'm gonna get my dick wet.
And that was my "you dirty bastard" moment.
Yeah, but that goes back to what Jeff was saying. They present a scene where Nic Cage does something good, and then he immediately fucks it up.
And then he has to spend the next 5 to 10 minutes trying to make it better. So like the one scene where it's like, I forgot our anniversary. So he takes her out to the city. And, they have a nice romantic dinner and they go to spend the night at a hotel. It's just like, okay, that's perfectly wonderful. That's very lovely. I want to do this new job. I want to work in, what the hell was he?
Oh, it was like finance.
Wall Street, whatever the hell. It's like, I want to be one of these executive guys. I want to live in the city again. It's just like, and of course she's just like, we will follow you. If this is what you want, we will follow you.
Which in that moment he should have realized that he should also give her the benefit of what she's saying and like take into her an account and everything. The reason I giggled there was that scene when they're having dinner and he's like, yeah, we'll start off with and he orders all the fancy food and then he's like, and then we'll have a bottle of Dom Perignon, whatever he said. It was some kind of wine. And she looks at the menu, Brugelet. She looks at the menu and in a total like real world life scenario, the wife goes, honey, that's an $850 bottle of wine. And he's like, we'll have wine by the glass. It's like I could see that exact scenario happening with my parents, where my dad's like, "Let's order a bottle," and my mom being like, "Don, that's $300. Let's have a glass."
Just a glass.
Just a glass.
See, I'm the asshole in my marriage. Who's like, honey, and it's not even that she, is not conscious of that stuff. But I'm always the one. That's fucking expensive. You sure about that? If she says yes, I'll still do it.
Oh yeah, happy wife, happy life. I understand that.
But I'm always the hey.
For us, it's just like, we'll have a bottle of your finest wine. That's $400. We'll both have a lemonade.
I'll have water with lemon, please. Thank you. Hey, could you bring me some Splenda?
But can you make a real fancy glass?
Yeah.
Zhuzh it up a little.
In your fanciest glass.
Can you give me a glass of water, but give me some of your zhuzh and sparkle?
Could you bring us?
That sounds disgusting.
Could you bring us a gallon of sweet tea, but put it in a decanter so it looks like we're drinking fine whiskey?
They were in New York. They don't have sweet tea.
It's all about presentation. It's all about presentation.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't recall. Weren't one of them eating escargot?
I think that was one of the things that he ordered. That, and then I know he ordered.
I remember scallops, and I remember
Scallops.
quail.
I never had quail. Well, have you guys ever had escargot?
I have not. My dad said it's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
It is surprisingly delicious.
Yeah, that was one of the things I tried when I was doing culinary. There were a lot of things I tried back then that I don't eat anymore.
I'm very open to like trying new foods, so I would definitely like give it a shot. You know what I mean? Because I mean, if you think about it, people eat crab and lobster and stuff like that, and they're basically roaches just underwater. So
Yeah, shrimp is delicious.
I don't miss it.
Well, that's on you.
I was never that big on it.
I'm cool with shrimp as long as they pull out the doo-doo vein. They got to clean the doo-doo vein out. They get that out, I'm cool with it. But if they don't clean their shrimp, I don't want nothing to do with it.
But yeah, when I was doing those classes before I switched kosher. So I got to eat calamari, frog's legs, escargot.
I've never had frog legs.
The people who say it tastes like chicken are fucking liars.
That's what everyone says.
When I had frog, it did not taste like chicken. You know what surprisingly tasted like chicken? More so than
Alligator.
frog, at least. No, squirrel.
You would eat squirrel.
Down here in the sticks, buddy, when growing up, my buddy Jonathan's dad was a hunter. It was the first time I ever had venison stew. It's the first time I ever had venison steak.
I'm trying. I just reminded myself of the water boy.
We like to do Bambi Q up here.
What part of the what part of the snake am I about to eat? Well, snake don't really have parts. But if I were to guess, you were about to eat the knee. The knee, great. What's for dessert? Squirrel. Excellent.
She showed me her boobies, and I like them too.
Oh, hello there, Vicky Valacourt.
It's another one that I can chalk up that I know for a fact is on my list. That golden era of Sandler. All of those are on my list.
Just all the Happy Madison, white trash hot girls.
Yeah, buddy.
Girls are way above him. Even though you actually see his wife in one of his movies.
Really?
Big Daddy. The waitress at the beginning of the movie. Or the bartender. Not the waitress in the bar.
Yeah.
That was talking to with Frankenstein. That's his real life wife.
No shit.
Now, his daughter is in the new Happy Gilmore.
We were talking earlier about crushes on just chicks growing up in movies and stuff like that. The girl who was in Billy Madison, oh my God.
Veronica
I had
Vaughn.
a thing for I still do. Veronica
guess what?
Vaughn.
She's also Sonya Blade.
One piece of ace. Yes. Yeah. That might have been where it started, was I saw Mortal Kombat and was like, hello, Sonya. And then I saw Billy Madison and was like, hello, Ms. Vaughn.
All right. Am I superimposing, or was she Red Sonja too?
No, that was
What is that actress's name?
Bridget Nielsen.
Was it? It's been so damn long.
All I know about
she's Ivan Drago's wife. Is it Bridget Nielsen?
Dude, all I can remember about Bridget Nielsen is that she was on Flavor of Love and was married to Flavor Flav or some shit like that. Like, and that was just a wild combo. Bridget Wilson.
Yeah, Bridget Nielsen.
Bridget Wilson. Oh my
Bridget
God,
Wilson is Billy Madison.
Yep.
Bridget Nielsen is Red Sonja.
Trying to see. Okay, so she was in Billy Madison, Mortal Kombat in the same year, 1995. What a good year for her. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Love Stinks. She's in Last Action Hero. Y'all watched that, didn't you?
Everyone's in Last Action Hero.
Not for the show, but yeah.
I've never seen it.
I mean, the bad guy of that movie is the Hand of the King. And also you see Gandalf play the Grim Reaper.
Ooh, well, boys. Maybe one Halloween. There's a movie here called Sweet Evil where she is the main character. I guess she's a killer. It's got a whopping 4.9 out of 10 on IMDb and a 4.9 out of 10 on Prime Video. Sweet Evil is a thriller film about an infertile couple who hire a surrogate mother, who is played by Bridget Wilson, who secretly seeks revenge for a childhood tragedy, turning their home into a hell with no escape as she becomes psychotic and murderous. Peter Boyle was also in the movie, apparently. Of all people.
Oh, Peter Boyle.
I love Peter Boyle.
This sounds familiar.
That sounded like a familiar-ass plot, didn't it?
I'm wondering if I've seen this at some point.
Fucking, so, hot actress and Peter Boyle's in it. I'm in.
What movie were we talking about? I was looking through Last Action Hero.
It's called
I was fixated.
Sweet Evil from 1996. And Bridget Wilson is the main antagonist, it seems.
Why is there no wiki?
Yeah, I just saw it on IMDb.
It doesn't even show up on her Wikipedia, so apparently hidden gem?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's one of those that's so bad it's good.
Well, it's
Or
18%
maybe it's another
on
hypercube.
the movie DB.
How much?
18%.
Woo! Do me a favor. Will you look something up for me
You got,
on the movie DB that you use?
yeah.
Okay, look up. Maybe it'll come up under this ICP Bowling Balls. So with their album Hell's Pit, they did this little short movie that had pieces of the music video for the song Bowling Balls put out through it. And it was a little 30-minute horror movie that you could watch in 3D, right? I think it's got like an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? It's funny. Don't get me wrong, but you can tell it's just like a bunch of friends with some money got together and made a little horror flick in a haunted house type thing. It was great. Like, but 86? Damn. That's a good ass rating.
Looking to see if it's on.
Like, I'm sure Big Money Hustlers and Big Money Rustlers would be on there because those were like actual movies. But this, like I said, this was just something that was a little film released with a DVD or with a CD. But
Here we
if you ever
go.
hear me go,
Found it. 30% user
30%,
score.
better than Sweet Evil. If you've ever heard me go, man, fuck Coach Panther, it came from that stupid little movie. I have to say, it was interesting watching a movie with Nic Cage that had so little of Nic Cage being Nic Cage. Like, with only little glimpses of it. It was kind of like, this is more like Nicholas Coppola that we're seeing.
Well, you need to watch Gone in 60 Seconds because it's basically the exact same thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever watched that back in the day. I remember it was like two movies that my brain used to get confused was Gone in 60 Seconds and The Italian Job. Just because I remembered it had a lot to do with cars and robbery. But I think I'd like to check both those out nowadays because obviously I know they're way different now. But as a kid, I just see them for rent and stuff. And I just,
But would you rather watch the original version or the remakes?
both.
Fantastic. Because one of them has a 40-minute car chase. And by the end, Eleanor, at the very end of the Mach 1 Mustang in the original Gone in 60 Seconds, gets all fucked up.
A 40-minute car chase.
Oh, yeah. And actually, the stunt driver, who was in the process of doing the next Gone in 60 Seconds movie, a stunt went wrong, and he was killed.
Oh, brutal. It's like Twilight Zone.
Minus the kids.
Yeah, that's true. And probably minus the decapitations. But I don't know.
Hold on. Was it a decapitation?
Would it be a weird statistic that if like everyone who had ever died on a movie set was dead by decapitation? Fucking.
Let's see. HB.
That would
Really
mean
weird
that Baldwin
coincidence.
definitely blew that dude's head off.
Go ahead, keep talking. I'm in
Brandon Lee, also
my own little.
would have been Kurt Cobain. There's been a lot of them.
No, he was just crushed. No decapitation.
It's brutal. Makes me think of Cliff Burton when Cliff Burton died. Bus crash, got thrown from the bus. Bus rolled over on top of him, killed him, crushed him. They brought the crane in, lifted the bus. Bus fell off the crane, landed on him, crushed him again. Just fucking awful, dude. Just fucking absolutely awful. But funny, but awful. At the same.
Well, the way that you're just saying it's just like, yep, a bus fell on him. They lifted the bus, fell on him again.
Fell on him again.
Just like your putty, just straight to the point. It's just like
They dropped the casket whenever they were walking to the grave.
Yeah.
And then a piano fell on.
Then the coffin fell out of the hearse as it drove away.
Yeah. Body rolled out, flopped along. Stick of dynamite fell from the sky, blew it up. That kind of shit.
We're verging on Weekends at Bernie's territory.
Yeah. He went to a party,
Got smashed.
got smashed.
Well, I was just thinking about. I was thinking Young Frankenstein.
I think I killed Dalton.
Oh, my face hurts.
My face.
What about Young Frankenstein, Jeff? I love that movie.
Well, with the caskets, the scene in the middle when they right before they bring Peter Boyle back to life,
Dude.
and the constable is just like, my goodness, there, you're chilled to the bone.
I still remember when it suddenly clicked with me that the dude playing the monster in Young Frankenstein was Frank on Everybody Loves Raymond. That was a... Wait, what?
Peter Boyle.
That
It actually kind of blew. It always blew my mind that when I was younger, where it's just like, so he's not that tall.
So both of you were probably like, holy crap.
I felt the same way
No,
then
not
that you
so much
did over
that. It's
Wilford
just
Brimley
like-
in the thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, when I first, it's like, oh, that's the monster from Young Frankenstein. So he's not that tall. Well, that kind of sucks.
Hey, you
Frankenstein.
couldn't tell, but the platform boots that he was wearing.
I know they're like 2 feet tall, but still, it's just like one of those things of like, so he's not that tall. Well, that kind of sucks.
Oh,
Yeah. Long live Peter Boyle.
Agreed.
I thought it was Rest in Peace.
That too.
That too.
I think he died right after the reunion they had on Oprah after the end of the show.
Yeah, which was a bummer, man.
Because the only thing he said in the entire interview was his line from his catchphrase, "Holy crap." He's just sitting there.
Holy crap.
He's like, "Holy crap." Everybody laughs and like, yeah, I still got it. I can go die happy now.
Speaking of Robert Downey Jr., his father's in the Family Man.
I know. That flipped me out whenever the credits roll. I was like, Robert Downey, what? Senior. Oh, what?
Was he the
The man
white-haired
in
old
House.
man?
Man in House.
Oh, are you okay? No, I'm not. That guy? Okay.
And also the dad, a dad in this movie is playing a dad in Fargo.
Another movie about, because wasn't he the owner of the
Auto
the
dealership.
dealership? I couldn't get the word out.
Fargo is one of those things that I've heard really good things about the movie and also heard really good things about the TV show.
I heard the TV show is supposed to be very good. Also,
Yeah.
because I think the Coens are, I think they're writers and executive producers on it.
Well, that would make sense then. They're probably like, don't fuck with our shit. we made it good. Don't fuck with it. But I mean, Steve Buscemi, I'm in. You give me Steve Buscemi, I'm in.
Yes.
He's a good fucking actor.
I mean, who else doesn't want to see him get chopped up in a wood chipper?
Yeah.
Which, amazingly enough, is not the funniest scene or wood chipping scene I've ever. I still think it belongs to Tucker and Dale.
That movie is amazing.
That's a movie we need to talk about as well.
Yeah, I haven't seen Tucker and Dale. I've been told that it is like so far up my alley that my car is parked there. But when you say wood chipper, I think of Joe Dirt. Just give me what you have in your pocket. Was it your husband's car? Well, he used to like to hit me when he got drunk. So one night I just pushed him in the wood chipper.
Told the police he fell.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am. I can't afford your car. Oh, just give me what's in your pocket and it's yours. For real?
It's a Hemi.
Now,
I randomly will be walking around my house and I'll just go, look, Meteor, $5.
have you watched Cabin in the Woods?
Bits and pieces.
No, I've seen. Well, what was the other one about? Was it Cabin Fever? A long time ago, I watched Cabin Fever, but I've never seen.
That's
Cabin
something
Fever.
entirely different.
Totally different breed of movie. Tucker and Dale versus
okay.
Evil is the same breed of satirical horror that Cabin in the Woods is.
Think of it like horror Truman Show.
That sounds cool, actually.
I think it has Thor in it. Doesn't it have a Chris Hemsworth in it?
Yeah, Hemsworth in it. Where he really gets to show off his comedy chops in that movie, and didn't get to flex it again until Taika Waititi did the Thor Ragnarok.
I've only seen the end of that movie, and spoilers. I saw someone get impaled by a unicorn. I was like, all right.
Just everything about that movie, it made me happy. Oh, so are we ready to do final thoughts on Family Man?
Did we talk
Yeah, I
about
think
this
so.
movie? I thought we just mostly were talking about the shower scene.
Probably going to end up.
Our one sentence. Oh, go
I was
ahead.
going to say it's probably going to end up factoring into our one sentence review.
We were on the same wavelength thing because I was about to say our one sentence review should literally be shower scene, timestamp, nice.
Print.
I honestly though, when this movie ended, I literally went out and told my dad. I was like, "That was a good flick I just watched." And then he asked me about it, and we sat there and had a conversation. Like, this was a good movie, dude. I didn't know what to expect coming from the last Cage movie we watched, and this one was supposed to be a little more serious, but I thought he did really well. The story was really good, and I thought they tied it up absolutely beautifully at the end. And I think everybody acted wonderfully in their spots. And, yeah. And Téa Leoni's great.
That little girl was the rug that pulled the whole movie together.
She really was. She really held that fucking room together, man.
The secret hero and the emotional core of the film was that little girl.
100%.
Oh, one quick thing I forgot to mention. Did not expect to see an actual baby actually naked from the waist down actually piss on Nic Cage.
Yeah, he had a hard time maintaining character because he kept almost laughing when they got surprised when the baby started pissing. Again, it wasn't one of those, all right, we're going to just throw this diaper away and let this baby lay here until it starts pissing. They just happened to catch that.
Tremendous, dude. That was such a funny scene.
My final thoughts? Good movie. It's more heartwarming than you expect it to be. Nic Cage, very subdued. He has a few moments, but he's also, I believe him when it comes to when he tries to be a heartwarming father. Téa Leoni. That's all. I could just end it right there. Just Téa. Yeah, good movie. Maybe a little too long. Because this is over 2 hours long.
It was a little on the long side, but I didn't mind it. To me, usually it's when movies start pushing 3 hours that I'm like, well, okay, we can wrap this up anytime now. I'm
all right with a 2-hour runtime, but you break 2 hours, you better have a good reason. That's my kind of stance with it.
Yep.
Yeah, give it a watch.
I really enjoyed the movie. It, like you said, really heartwarming. As far as Cage's subdued performance in this one, I honestly felt like he wasn't selling it properly whenever he was shifting into his cocky asshole mode. Felt like it was a little bit overacted on those. But whenever he was acting goofy at the beginning of it, totally bought it. When he was doing the singing scene. Like his cagey moments were totally believable, but just him kind of trying to stand there and look condescending and full of himself, those felt forced. But all of the heartwarming scenes with the family, those always felt really, really genuine. But like I said, I overthink things, so the ending is just heartbreaking to me because I can't movie magical way that
Well, you're in that.
those kids are coming back.
You're in that you're in that mindset now.
Yeah.
Also, my one sentence review for this movie: Tia Leone, served by the glass.
But yeah,
But the
Good
Family
one.
Man, happy 25 years.
happy 25. I can't believe we nailed that.
You were planning this all along.
I wish I could take credit for that. It's like WrestleFest
We know
happening
deep
to
d-
land at his birth month.
We know deep down you try to you love this show and you try to make it as professional as possible.
Dude, I shit these episodes out and I don't even know how I fuck something up unless someone calls me on it. Oh,
Sometimes it's even me beyond the grave. Dude, your truncated silence is aggressive.
Dude, your truncated.
Well, it's like when I was listening to last episode, you guys are in mid conversation and it just like jumps like 5 seconds. It's like, okay, I still have the context of the conversation. It's like, what the hell were you guys doing?
I had that happen to me once editing Mikolov, because sometimes the way he does, like, he'll lean away when he's going to grab something, but he's still talking. And when I would limit and then make it big, it still wouldn't make those parts big enough that truncate silence wouldn't just recognize it as little noise, and it would just cut him out. So he'd be like, yeah, I'm going to grab this, and just gone. And then it would be like, oh, that's cool. Like one of us, because truncate silence was so he like no idea what he's talking about. So I had to go in and fix that.
So what you're saying is, Mick, fuck you. We're not watching South Park.
What about the South Park movie? That way it's not a big block. It's like an hour and 10 minutes. Plus, that'll give us a chance to have shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You fuck your uncles, yes, it's true. Nobody fucks uncles quite like you. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker.
I still use some of Cartman's anime-esque V-chip curse attacks.
Barbara Streisand!
Blood-drenched tampon popsicle. Dog shit taco.
Isn't that also the birth of, well, Cosmo's a bitch, she's a big fat bitch, she's the biggest bitch in the whole she's a big Kamehameha bitch.
That was not the first time that they did that. That was just the most overproduced time they did.
It became a whole musical number. Yeah. Good shit.
Oh, so
What's up next, boys?
up next,
Whose pick is it?
well, the next episode is going to be the Drunken Review. So we don't have a movie for the next time. So we'll announce what we're actually going to end up doing, because I'm sure it'll change 12 different times between now and then. But yeah, up next, the Drunken Review, where we cover all the nonsense that we've done this year and the 2-month-long disappearances of the show that happened for reasons.
See, I need to figure out when we're going to do that. That way I can plan accordingly, because I typically work on weekends. So it might be one that I might not get nearly as smashed as I was on the last one. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, I'm not going to put
Maybe that's a good thing.
Well, it has to be a weekend thing. Otherwise, I'm not going to be getting smashed at all.
Well, we're not shooting for record length next time, so Mikolov might actually listen to this Drunken Review. And I'm not going to impose the 3-drink minimum on everybody.
So, like, let me just give you an instance real quick, even though I know this is on air, but, fuck it. Listeners, you get it behind the scenes.
How the sausage is made.
I have 3 days.
He's showing us
off.
how the sausage is made.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, which is January 8th, 9th, and 10th. So I think that's like 2 weeks away or 3 weeks, something like that. But I don't think that would work out with the way it lines up. Anyway, as I was going to say, that Friday would be perfect, because then me and Jeff would both be off the next day, and we could all three stay home and just recover. But,
Unless I'm working overtime.
well, hopefully not.
You have no idea. My company wants their money.
Apparently, dog. Apparently.
Well, as much
That's why I
overtime as you
worked
work, they want
yesterday.
to give away the money and pay you time and a half.
They don't want to give it to me.
Word up. Well, just know that I've got a good one locked and loaded and ready for next year. So.
Well, so do I. I guess it just all depends on who's is first. We'll probably let you go first because it is your birthday month.
Yeah, I was going to give Dalton first pick of the year. Redeem himself a little bit.
Yeah.
So
we'll talk
we're all
about
going to
that
be
on the next
watching Interview with a Vampire.
No, that's a later. That's a spooky season pick.
So we'll be watching Tremors 2, which is good. I love Tremors 2.
No, but that is a
movie.
great fucking movie and also on my list. I remember when I was looking up Tremors and I'm like, okay, I'm going to put Tremors 1, Tremors 2, and I think there was Tremors 3 because I think that's what had ass blasters.
There's Tremors 3, there's
and then
Tremors
I'm like,
4.
Holy shit, there's 4, 5, I think there's 6.
Well, I think there's 5 movies and then the TV show.
Oh, that might have been one
And of course they all have Bert in it.
You have to have Bert. He's the best. Him and Reba were the best part.
The only one that could come around now is Kevin Bacon because, well, Fred Ward is dead.
Yeah, unfortunate.
We lost Earl.
Well, I think that does it. So, if you made it this far in the show, looks like a big boy this time around. We love you for it. Don't know how you keep doing it. But, as always, I've been Mr. Puzzles. That's been Grumpy Jeff. Also, Steam Machine Dalton. You've been the audience. Thank you for sticking with us. We love you for it. Jeff, Zombie Jeff, with your coconut ball sack. Do you have anything you want to leave our lovely, lovely viewers with?
Yeah, fuck you all. Stop listening to this shit. Save yourself an hour and a half to 3 hours.
Zombie Jeffrey.
Because frankly, I'm sure there's better things to listen to. But then again, we do have amazing tangents.
I knew you'd come back.
So basically, my final thoughts? I like shrimp.
Our theme song is Pheonix Down by Nile The Nightmare. You can find a link to that track as well as his full discography in the show notes or by visiting nilethenightmare.bandcamp.com. Want to hang out with us and a bunch of other entertaining degenerates? Join us on Discord at bit.ly/TSMPDiscord, all caps. Enjoy the show, rate us where you're at, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
I want to fuck that fox.